show up shining like ice. It's a nigga. It's do or die. It's two faces disguises. Watch your back for surprises. Got that. Ready to bust retaliation or hesitation. Fuck the rain, I got no pictures. It's a must. Niggas die for the lust. Person to make dentists. Where he best conceal the situation when days of destiny fulfilled. We don't speak of muscle tropes and few and ain't damn. They won't fuck with you. Respect you. Get for what you do. You watching me and I'm watching you. Takes them up on. They got slugs with names on them. Sitting some ugly. You ain't ready to die for yours. And so did I dust you off public. Leave first. When ready to get beat, I'm fighting in your cipher. Leaving likes and new order from the nicest to the trifles. When you quake with racing death with 1,000 times. You're in, you represent no epics to shatter your mind. And it's still feeling this. No witnesses. Niggas vacate the fucking premises. I'm even standing mechanics. I've been in this from the Genesis.
I ain't missed, got rinsed soon as the mall got hit. So I'll be back another swimmers with that chocolate shit. A glass of any 4/5. This whole bitch tried to dim me. Let's protect my chest. Slugs never go up in me. Plus I'm busting plenty at whoever, cause I'm accurate. And niggas on the streets can only talk about half the shit the kid did. 20 years decided to if I had the guns and money. First day after birth, corrupt thoughts since I was young before the baby ghetto players. Hunger, run up blasting, fuck ass, the niggas make a wonder. I'm on some strong proofs, know the kid shit again. You see me be a satellite inside Caribbeans. My real team flip bricks, we got the key riches. Legit business, farm cars, street bitches. These smoke supply scammers that need coke. That's a lie if I die, me leaving my seat broke. You know the situation, no physical place you in. Too late before you recognize what fucking face you in. Step back, cock the Glock, car race again. After this, you looking for a kid with any traces.
Niggas be stuck, dead in the game, we don't remain an honest citizens. Bitches be fucking minions, scammers be filling up the pen. I pace the Marriott, dozen scotch anticipating. When will I make it yearning for riches? I can't fake it, but very like Paris. Just itchy bags, cushy ass, Cartier in my bottles. Cherokees and presidential condoms. On the real, jealous niggas be feeling still. Gotta make a meal, for penthouses on top of the hill. What the fuck, I wonder if rebellion will lead to struggle. Plus the fast be bugging. Collar codes before the snow be thugging. Bankroll with measurements and proof. You got shit to move to re-up. And stashing up a couple bucks. My luck, someday your destiny. And they can be like testing me. 199 deep. Follow the beat and MPB. Squad be pushing threes. With pellies banging Scarface. Quality shoes and Cuban links and diamond dues. Smoke a pound or two. Gotta connect us from Peru to
God, looking for you at night.
From us won't be no slanging. What the fuck's up? A stabbing strictly for fucking silly finest BS. Videos be sporting versatile neck and hoodies until millennia be stepping stirring. Infrared beams, desert eagles be looking to secret shit for all my people. The peons, they say you're not a safety field with the chopper. Bolivia, rockin' the Scada. Frozen now, ice box up on the stocks. Mommy, root Uganda. Need a Vegas to be the hideaway. Handling shit. In 97, you would die, wait, bitch.
By now, you never catch up. The 7th Pike and Alizé got me messed up. And when the time we mess up, cause niggas quick to jam you. That's why I pack the heat for demonstrations in the camera. Your house and shit is canceled, cause the journal wet your section. No victim of shells, so the hit was not perfection. I'm married to my drugs, faithful goals, ain't no divorcing. So when you think extortion, we stop it early like abortion. We on the corner with rocks, but now we motivate the way. Cook it up in the pot, spread it on the plate with 20 SL. Top down with JL, you know the green shit from 12th Street is in the foyer. Was knock like it fell. Look at me now, rags and riches. Catch me in the bubble, blowing it up with major bitches. Down and carrying up and down, they heard about the pound, so they wanna ask questions. Gotta talk to Smith and Wesson, cause I'm busy buying Timbs for beats, rims for Jeeps. And when I come through, the Kenwood, the Cypher freaks, the millionaire whore. It's kinda different than before, cause I gotta get cream for butter couches and big screens. Heard it through the pound, somebody wanna know the situation. It's like I said, the scared niggas, bitch, we need you waking. You steady faking while we going for $1 million plus. It's DOD the situation, y'all can't fuck with us.
Professionals, never professionals, shedding the show for bulls. The photographs of those models is rocking low, smoke cream, and niggas rock is blue. Niggas can rock and show Lex fan, SC300 gold. Lately it seems to be the plans to live illegally. Ram, J.O. and Helen Trees, lays Italian burning keys ring. A 50 beam and shovel wing blocks from Austria. Chest burning from vodka, cocaine, shipping from Bogota. Fly niggas take pings with diamond cluster rings. Let me equal the king, spurging the good things. The things bring vision to have more. Get this cream with natural rap for Gazes Garcia Vegas, real nigga, fucking your name more. Surviving street wars, it's all about rocks. The size of Rushmore, powder, that's for Poncho. Baby Lord, do a top, bitch. Animosity make you dry snitch. I'm just pushing the brown with chrome factory dip out on this caviar. Desert Eagles, the Bevillard. Agents who tried to lock me. Did it sloppy, it's Bobby and Bobby. I need this currency about a half.
Hello world, I'm just here to make you think. This CEO Philly Trenches Hockey Raw coming at you live and direct with this Philly Trenches celebrity news / world news bonus video, as well as the Philly Trenches Talk at the Dark episode 800 and what's this, 865, 800 and listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? I've been off for a couple of days, which was a good thing. Had a chance to brainstorm. Had this chance to get some things in order. I figured it out. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is, but I'm gonna surprise y'all. I'm gonna surprise the shit out of y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what good news really look like. Not this old pre-hype mumble jumble shit. This gonna be like the beginning of something special for the city of Philadelphia underworld. What the underworld need. The underworld needs something that only I can put together. I can say there's other people that can probably do it, but not like. And let's bring a lot of people together. You understand me? So tonight, we're going to talk about the penitentiary, the trenches, the JBM, Black Mafia, gangsters and hustlers of Philadelphia, 1980s, 1990s. Now, you know, back then, me and my brother, we was pups, but, you know, we was ferocious out there, man. Like, Philadelphia was a ferocious situation back in them days when cocaine and crack like really hit the city, and everybody had a package, so everybody had access to guns, and everybody had their little crews. I mean, everybody had their little fighters, their guns, their killers, all that, you know. And everybody had their little boosters and all that. Everybody had their little robbers and thieves, and even had car thieves. And a lot of people meet up in them juvenile placements, the Youth Study Center, Vision Quest, Glen Mills, Slayton Farms, Youth Foster Care, Cornwall Heights, Newcastle, Louisville, Envyville, Nebraska, St. Gabe's, Danville, like all these juvenile placements were scattered all over Pennsylvania. Yeah, a lot of them played sports with each other. A lot of them went through some rough shit. So when you come home into the world, still not brain fully developed, still a juvenile, you know, you're probably on a home pass. If you're lucky, you got a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Me and Mikey, you know, that's what we had back then, all of them. Like, I know a lot of people talk that shit about what they had and what they did and all that. No, I'm just saying, I have no reason to lie, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm freestyling like I always do. And so coming home in the home passes, and you get to see people you ain't seen in a minute. You get to come home in the home passes, things you was out there with. Through this little situation, these ordeals, you grow bonds, and you go out there on the weekend, you might sell some drugs, you might get caught up, you might not go back, you know what I mean? But when you out there, and it's like 88, 89, where shit getting serious, where the guns is changing from 38s to 9mm to Glocks, you know what I mean? So to Desert Eagles, you know what I mean? So the streets is, you know what I mean? The Mafia, the JBM, you know what I mean? South Philly doing their thing. I mean, everybody doing their ones and twos in city of Philadelphia. So, you know, in jail, you got a lot of Black Mafia members, a lot of gang war members that's still controlling shit from behind the wall and still got pulled in. And before you know it, everybody was on the streets getting money is locked up in the jail with these dudes. You know, everybody is mingling with them. The JBM is mingling with the Black Mafia, the gang war days, the killers and hustlers and thieves that's coming through the doors, and what I'm calling the greatest for the greater world. Now, when I get to Huntington, right? Now, Huntington is a penitentiary behind the wall. So you got like 6 or 7 of the original penitentiaries that are penitentiary because they are behind a big wall. All the other places are called institutions, like Greene County and Smithville and Fratville and Cole Townships and Retreat and places like that. They are institutions because they are behind gates and barbed wires, where somebody just run through a truck and they just run through the yard and they in that motherfucker. But behind the wall is like tall as shit. It's like all concrete and all that, brick and all that. So We behind that, that's the real deal. And I was behind the wall, Huntington, where they got old rules. That motherfucker been open since the 1800s, and I can see them pictures on the wall with inmates that played football. When they didn't have cages, they only had 11 helmets, and it's inmates that was like all whites and one black back in the 1800s. I'm like, damn. And like the picture was like, even though they wasn't alive, but you could, the energy, I'm like, motherfuckers was locked up before. So I've been thinking about all the people that did time. So just imagine how many people probably saw them right there. The 1800s, like, if you live a long time, somebody had to see it. They probably them real old motherfuckers would be just in wheelchairs and shit. Anyway, while I'm in there, I realized that you can lose your life real fast in prison, behind the wall, over the smallest things. If you don't keep your word in jail, you can lose your life in jail just by telling a lie and not keeping your word. What I mean is this. You're hungry, right? And you want something to eat. So you go to somebody and you say, yo, man, I'm hungry, man. You know, can you let me borrow something till I go to the store till my money clear? You know, I just got up here or whatever. And I'll pay you back or whatever the case may be. And the dude give it to you. It could be a box of cakes. It could be a pack of cigarettes. And the guy's trusting you to pay him back. Even if you just pay him back what he gave you, but usually it's 2 for 1. Like we get a pack of cigarettes, I pay 2 packs. You got some dudes, they become fiends. Like they could be fiending for all type of different type of drugs or whatever. And now it's time to pay up. And the dude don't got the money now. Is he disrespecting the guy? Is he saying fuck the guy and giving him nothing? Or, and then you don't pay this guy back, right? Then you can look at it this way. Or he played him. Or if the guy don't probably go at it, people might take him for bad. So if he don't take care of this problem, you'll have a bigger problem. With people that are trying and that shit escalate to rape and, I mean, scrape or whatever, how they call it over here. And that shit can really go down. Yeah. I've seen it happen before. You know? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was downgraded for it, man. You might not even believe it, but homie Doug, he was my seller, he'd tell you. I had money what is coming in, but I also had a job on the block. Wednesdays, Mondays, and Fridays, Jeff Gant, Rappy, Yusuf, and Shock. I mean, he rest in peace, Sammy Hill. Sammy Hill was the champ, knockout artist. He the one I said slapped JBM Magic. The second command of JBM Magic from Southwest. He said something about Sammy uncle. He called Sammy gay or something. And Sammy heard it. So Sammy walked out the cell. Sammy was on C Block. He heard him talking about him. He walked out the cell, looked down, seen Sammy. Because he had a single cell. Because Sammy's always been in front of my cell when man Dex was selling. And Dex was a high-ranking JBM member. And man Dex was selling for 18 months. So I know Sam ain't no threat. They both name is Sam, by the way. I know Sam from JBM. He ain't no tough type of guy. He's like a laid-back dude. Always got the newspaper, always talking sports or whatever. But he must have been one of them dudes that ran his mouth. And then he ran his mouth about the wrong person. Sam came down from up the top tier, walked down, got in the boy's face, and gave me old 5-hand discount right across the old face. Smacked the mean out of him. Smacked the damn it out of him. You understand me though? I mean, I'm telling you, like, Sam, JBM, I'm JBM. I mean, I'm just keeping it real, man. I mean, me and Sam ran that big yard together, A yard, 12 blacks in August in a hot heat wave. I was right behind him though. But that really happened. I came back on the block like, yo, I ain't see it, by the way. But it really did happen. Because when I came back on the block, they're like, yo, that's what Sam just did. What happened? Sam smacked the shit out of JBM Magic. They call him Magic because his name's Sam too. Said he smacked the shit out of him because he called his aunt gay, his uncle gay, or called Sam gay or some shit like that. And Sam smacked the shit out of him. And I knew what happened because I went up there and asked Sam. And Sam, one thing about Sam, he ain't no liar. And the motherfucker was scared of Sam, right? So anyway, Just letting y'all know, because when you in jail, you ain't got no gun, man. Even though that JVM shit, when I was home, that shit was really something. But you got young motherfuckers like that too. And they don't need no gun. And Sam was one of them. My brother Sekou was one of them. Man, Mikey was one of them. We just was younger than them. So I'm up Huntington, right? My man, Sam was sellies too. So it's crazy because I was sellies with Sam and Dex and Doug, because I was on the block for a couple of years. Switch around. The reason why I'm selling from different people, because Sam was my seller, but he got a single cell, so he moved out. And when he moved out, Doug moved in. Now, before Doug moved in, I think I was Dex Sully, then I moved in the back. I ain't really sure who Sully I was first between Dex and Sam, but both of them was my Sully. And then I moved on A block. Then when I went back to jail, I'm up Huntington. And when I was up Huntington, like I told y'all, it's just like Greatesville, you behind the wall. And there's a lot of gambling. There was a lot of gambling in Greatesville, but I wasn't gambling. For some reason, I didn't get caught up in sports gambling. Not until I became a parole violator. But mind you, people could say I was crazy for even doing what I was doing. Like I was dealing with the mafia inside the jail by making money with them. They had a ticket out, a gambling ticket, where you can just bet on any sports. And being as though I was on F block, which is a level 2 block, which is an honor block, which means you're about to go home or you're about to just do some time without having to have any trouble in the jail. Meaning that your cell's always open, you got hot water, you can take a shower when you want, you can use the gym in the yard, you got privileges, so to speak. And they kept dropping my level as I was beating my cases. Because as I was going to court, I first was a level 4, then I was a level 3 when I got a kitchen job, and I was going back and forth to court because they really couldn't do nothing with me because I was a parole violator with open cases, and the parole board didn't want to see me until the outcome of my cases. So I got 4 open cases that I'm fighting. I got 4 different judges, 4 different lawyers, and 4 different DAs, and 2 paid lawyers, 1 court-appointed lawyer, and 1 public defender. These are the type of lawyers I had. So it means I couldn't pay everybody. So the only case I lost was the public defender case. It's crazy, right? But they wound up overturning my type of conviction, so I really didn't lose. So anyway, while I'm up there, I'm sitting there holding all these tickets, giving them out, collecting them off the block, collecting them in the yard, and I'm making like 42 to 50 tickets a day. They 35-cent tickets, but they add up. And that's money every day. I ain't really got to go to the store. I can send people to the store. And I can gamble and hit the tickets. I was doing all type of shit with these tickets. And they kept running down my cell. Kept fucking with my cell. The police, that is. Because I don't know, I think people kept telling on me, man. But I was smart, though. Then I realized they used to take the light switch thing and take the screws out and look in there, look at your TV. Because they knew all the hiding spots. But I was smart enough not to hide nothing in myself. I used to pay people, you hold this to count clear. Because when you lock down, that's when they can run down on you. You'll never see them coming. You can just hear them coming, but you don't know where they're going at. So to play it safe, you never keep nothing on you. So I never kept nothing on me, man. And they ran down on my cell a few times, but they never could catch me. So I would go to court. And when you go to court, you could turn your cable off or keep your cable on. And I kept my cable on because it was no sense to turn it off and turn it back on when I get back upstate. It's like cable only costs anywhere from $15 to $20, something like that. I think it was cheaper than that. But a lot of people in jail, when it comes to money, $15 is a lot of money in jail. And to pay that every month is a lot to people. So a lot of people didn't want to pay cable. They would like watch the cellular cable or steal cable some type of way. And me, what I would do, when I would go to court, I would keep the cable on. I would never tell them to cut the cable off because it would be no use to me to just come back to the jail and I gotta wait for a new month to come to turn the cable back on. Keep that shit on so while I'm going to court, my cable's still on. While I'm not even in the jail. You know what I mean? So it's not on like anybody watching it, but it's still on, like it ain't cut off. I'm still paying for it off my account. So I secured that before I leave. Boom. But this dude, Clyde, teach me something that I could do if I go to court, right? Because when you go to court, you don't know how long you're going to be down court And I was down there for 2 weeks or 3 weeks one time, right? You be down there fucked up. Even though your people come see you, but you need shit right then and there. So Clyde always went to court. He told me, we worked in the kitchen together. Clyde from North Philly to Blumberg. He was like, when you go to court, get you a notepad. I'm about to teach y'all something, man. That only, it's a lot of jail tricks. A lot of shit you learn in jail, man. Teach you how to survive. So, you know them notepads? The notepads, like when you can write on it and you can tear the paper off. It could be yellow, it could be white. But anyway, just say this the notepad, right? And it's the paper, same type of paper. On the bottom of the notepad, it's like cardboard on the back of it. So Clyde was like, put glue. He said, no, say this the back. We said, put glue right here, always on the sides, going all the way around, right? And get another cardboard so it can look like it's one cardboard when you put it flat down. But in between that, before you put them together, you put all this tobacco on the back of the cardboard and you spread it all out. And then you put the glue together on the other cardboard. You put it under your bed and let it lay under your bed for a week. Right? So I done that. So Clyde said, when you do it, it's going to look like it's only one cardboard. It's going to look just like this. Like one piece of cardboard instead of two on the back of the notepad. So when I go to court, you can have legal mail, notepads, envelope, shit like that. So if you get caught, it's another charge. I can get charged up, and I can get rearrested and all that type of shit. Now mind you, I'm a parole violator fighting 4 open cases, 3 drug cases and a gun case, and I'm going to court, and I'm smuggling this tobacco down there only because when I get the tobacco down there, I can make some jail money. I can get some jail food and shit like that. So the guards see the notepads and everything, look at it, boom, bam, boom. I get through the first couple guards with the sheriffs and put us on the van. Boom, we take 2 hours or something like that to get to Philly. We get to Philly, they do the same type of search. Boom, I get up in there. Now, I go through all that, they taking blood out of me, all this bullshit. I run into the nurse, but the nurse don't recognize me. Because I don't think I've ever met her before, like in person, but I'll talk to her on the phone because I realized is the girl I used to mess with. Mom worked there, Etna. She used to be a madam in Philly. I talked about it before. I used to deal with her back in the day. But anyway, her mom was a nurse. And I said something to her about her daughter. I said, yeah, you know, I'm Hakeem, you know, that's what your daughter had. Tell her I said, what's up? She's like, all right, I will. She said that to me, right? So I was happy because, you know, I'm just coming from out in the mountains, man. Because, you know, I got the browns on and all. You know, I got the brown shit on, right? Boom. So I felt good about this. So now I'm walking through. They put me on. I forget what they put me on, but I'm now CFCF, right? So I'm down to F. They put me in a cell with my motherfucking homie from 11 North Project. They put me in a cell with Charlie Brown. And when they put me in a cell with Charlie Brown, he fighting and shooting. Now, he was out there getting a lot of money, but he got locked up on some domestic violence type shit, which though it was his baby mom, new baby father, new boyfriend that he went through something with. And the boy was coming to court on him saying, main man took him and me, hit him with a couple, you understand me though, threw some shells at him. So I was gonna be the one, and it's like 2001, 2000. So I'm 2001, 2002. I'm going to court. So I'm trying to get my cousin and to say something to the boy so he won't come to court on Charlie Brown. But my cousin act like he don't want to really do it. I don't know why. I'm like, nigga, do this for me. Like, you know what I mean? This type of shit I would do. You know what I mean? But he just a hustler. He ain't no aggressive type nigga. So I thought he was gonna do it. Said he was gonna do it. But he said the boy wasn't home. Some old shit. So he in a fucking cell, stressed the fuck out. Listen to Power 99, smoking weed through the vent. He got all the weed. Now I can't smoke no weed because when I get back upstate, they're gonna give me a urine. When they give you a urine, if your urine got marijuana, they write you up, put you in a hole and all that little dumb shit. Recharge you. And I don't got time for that. So I said no. So I'm like, damn, I wish I could smoke some weed. So we playing cards. Boom. So he's like, damn man, you the best seller he ever had. You know, I'm thorough nigga, laid back. But man, Charlie Brown like family though. We grew up together. So he was like, he was really stressed out, man. And they was fasting down there. I think we all was fasting. And I had told him I got tobacco. And I'm talking about, I got up there like in the cell in like 4 in the morning, something like that. So he up though, and he got up listening to radio, smoking weed. So we in the cell talking, whatever, boom, bam, boom, letting me know how many cases I got. You know, I just was out in the world in the black Lexus doing my thing, got Tim Susquehanna in the chokehold. That's where Joey J had them from. That was money, but you know, I was the boss down there. So now the boss locked up fighting these cases. So when they cracked the door, Charlie Brown already told me he had just went to the store. He had commissary. He said he just went to the store. So I come out, everybody come out their cell. So I got, I think, a jumpsuit on, I think. Then they got me in the jumpsuits. I know I ain't got no browns on, but I got the brown boots. So niggas see them brown boots on, they get scared of you because they know you from upstate. So I got the brown boots on, so I'm walking around. So motherfuckers sitting on the steps and shit and sitting on around. I guess they're waiting for breakfast. I don't know. I think that's what they're waiting for. So I said, yo, so I sit next to this white boy. When I sit next to the white boy, he look at me like this and balled his face and like try to move over a little bit. So I'm like, matter of fact, I had, they gave me blues, but I had the brown boots on. I remember that I had the tobacco in my shirt pocket because I took it out of the notepad, right? So now I got it in something. So when I tell the white boy, he look at me all like I'm about to do something to him. I'm like, no, listen, I got some tobacco. Soon when I say that to him, now he like sit closer and say, oh, you gonna love it over here. We just went to the store yesterday. So now everybody feeling for tobacco, I'm the only one got it, right? When I tell you, I couldn't believe that these young boys was hooked on tobacco like that. I went in the young Spanish boy cell, right? And I don't know if he really had a store, but when he pulled all his shit out of, like all his food, he put out 2 big ass Foot Lockers out. And when he pulled them out, nothing but commissary. He was like, man, whatever you want. So I'm like, damn. I said, you got a store? He said, no, this is just my commissary. I said, you sure you ain't got a store? He said, this is just my commissary. You know, down there, I think it costs more. Upstate, oodles and noodles like 13 cents. Some shit like that. 7 cents. You know, in the county, 60 cents, 50 cents. So 2 soups is $1. So he's like, yo, you got a lot of tobacco. He said, no, you're going to give me too much because I didn't know how to give it out. He said, no, this is how you give it out. Boom, boom, a pinch. No bullshit. A pinch of that shit was $2. I had the kite. The kite only cost me 61 cents at the store. It came in like a green pack. Upstate people go crazy for kite. You ever smoke kite in Newport? That's 61 cents they roll up. I got that down there. Now, every person that like really like bought something off me, they all had commissary and these they like to play them in cars, so I got food, I got a bowl, I mean commissary, I mean soups and shit. Everybody surrounding me because I'm from upstate and all that and giving up game. I know the law. They know I'm fighting when I'm fighting these cases. They fuck with me because I'm teaching them the law. A lot of them don't know the law. They just lost, but they got heart. They just don't know the law, right? And I'm upstate. They in the county, scared to go upstate. A lot of them looking at life. So one young boy was like, I remember one young boy I see when I was at Cole Township, the first time I went upstate, because I had helped him beat his lineup. And that was in his lineup, and I broke my face up because he was fighting. I didn't know he was fighting homicide, though. I think I did, though. So when I seen him, I said, damn, I thought I helped you beat your lineup. Because they picked me in his lineup. You know what I mean? I had to take a lineup, but I act like I was a tough guy in his lineup, and they picked me. So he's like, no, I beat the homicide, but I lost the robbery. I had 2 cases. That boy was happy as shit to see me at Cole Township to help him beat his case. So anyway, we down CFCF playing cards, me and Charlie Brown, we partners. This motherfucker was talking like, you educated thug and shit like that. So these motherfuckers talking all this shit. This one they was just saying depth for designer. That's when they used to say that shit like a motherfucker in the county. So like, all right, this one the Sixers had the All-Star. This one we had the All-Star game in Philly. I'm in the county while the whole city rock and rolling. When I just was out there in 2000, the summer in a black Lexus, doing all my ones and twos. And I missed that R-Star. The next year, I was sick. My family came from Arizona and everything. So I'm in the county fighting, right? 10 toes down, playing cards with Charlie Brown and the two young boys. So we playing cards and everything, whatever. So I'm in and out myself. I'm in and out on the court. So some say, look down. I look down. The two young boys, I think one of them cut hair. And then one of them from 22nd and Somerset. And I was a young boy from somewhere else, but they was kept running out they cell. And then they came upstairs to me. I swear to God, yo. I thought they was about to rob somebody. It looked like they was about to do a drug deal. And I'm not lying to y'all. The motherfuckers came up with comments. They came up with their cosmetics. They was selling me their cosmetics for kite. They ran out of commissary. They was in there debating how they was going to pay me. That's how they was feeding off that shit, man. I'm sitting there getting my legal mail. My legal work done. It was to do the new legal, how to do legal work. And he wanted some tobacco for it. And I paid that motherfucker some tobacco. I had so much tobacco. That shit lasted me the whole 2 weeks I was there. I still had food. I had so much tobacco to them that I was paying for people. Like legal work to get done. I was helping motherfuckers get their hair cut, shit like that, man. I became like off 61 cents. I ain't making this shit up, man. So I go to court. I'm sitting next to this young boy. I think I knew the young boy from the streets. He remembered me, right? So he like, we get handcuffed with each other. So he crying. He really crying, right? Man, they gave me 6 to 9, 6 to 23. Or 6 to 9, some shit like that. And guess what? He had county time. He talking about months. I'm like, what? He was crying about months, y'all. He wasn't crying about doing years. I'm upstate. That time he talking about, I did that when I was a juvenile 1,000 times over. You know, he was crying. I said, young boy, you crying, man. I'm upstate. Motherfuckers crying about that county time. That's when I knew, man, that shit wasn't for them youngins. But youngins was coming up there getting life left and right. I'm up there learning civil law, criminal law, beating cases, winning lawsuits. Them old heads ain't like that. When I come back off the block, come on the block, look on the board, see all the legal mail for me. Yeah, packages. Yo, I was really in my bag when I was in my early 30s. I came when I was 32. Before I came home, I was 27. First time I came home, I was like 27 to 25. Then when I went back to jail and came home, I did another 5 years. I was only home for 14 and a half months. That's a long time, but because I was in the mix, I was getting a lot of bread. Everybody know that in my city. But when I went back and did that 5 years parole violator, man, that shit was like, damn, I was really thought I was fucked up. I said, damn, I got all these cases. And one lawyer was like, you gonna put every case in one courtroom? I said, fuck no. So when I beat the case up Frankfurt and sued him, when I won that 5,000, came home, and people in the city was really up, and I came home and got on my feet. But when I went to Arizona, rolled back all the weed or whatever, I really came home like I was living a real movie, man. You imagine making parole. You ain't never seen your PO. You go straight to Arizona after being home for like a day. And then you in Arizona trying to bring the Arizona back. Big meeting them over there, but I ain't want to meet the nigga. You know? The weed was in the crib. Next thing you know, I'm in the city. We in the club. And I'm starting to see what's going on in my city. Been home for 20 years, y'all. I came home July 31st, 2005. Now it's 2025. And this summer, it's going to be the summer, they're going to be talking like, damn, Hockey Raw. Because April 31st, I got an appointment with a dealership. April 30th, 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Once I get that out the way, I figured out something else I can do. There's a crib for sale. Not that far from where my mom lived at. And I know the owner. I was going to buy a coffee, but the car got stolen. I'm like, damn, I can buy this house off him. And once I do that, and I can, anything else will fall into place. And this is like a couple of days. The house probably by June. But the car right there is April 30th. Yep, April 30th. Got the appointment and everything. Her name's Selena. April 30th. And I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live at that dealership. Yeah, all I need is to get one piece of paper done from now. I'm going up in there and get this thing off the lot. Anyway, in the penitentiary, y'all see the thumbnail, POOH, right? Now, POOH is the one, on the front of the thumbnail, they both from North Philly. You got Phil, you got Big Head POOH. Big Head POOH from Blumberg, Phil from North. You know what I mean? And in the winter of 1990, like around Halloween, POOH had, I think, he had a white Cadillac. I remember when he first got the Cadillac, because they had the corner on 19th and Cumberland on Garnett Street. And man, Mikey used to be up there with him. That's when I think Mikey had that Orlando Magic started hoodie joint. And I had the Eagles. We had Pellies and all that shit, but this one, I remember this jacket this day. I remember we spent a night over their house. And I think I threw up because I had all this alcohol. I went to the club and I spent it on the couch and I threw the fuck up right on the floor. My sister liked it, Mikey. And I think her husband knew. Mikey was a smooth motherfucker. Mikey was a smooth dude, man. Mikey could talk to a girl while she with her dude, and she'd really be flirting with Mikey. Mikey he was a charmer. So we all out there hustling, right on Garnett Street, Dollar, Blumberg, right? POOH and Dollar, was getting money, and Lil Ronnie from Blumberg. So Blumberg actually came up to Cumberland Street getting money, boom, POOH and all. We all up there, and Big Head POOH and POOH. So we up there and everything. You know, man, Mikey, we was the security. So when he first got he got a Cadillac truck, or I know it was either a Cadillac truck or a white Caddy, because he was messing with Lil Bonnie at the time. And that's why I got him on the thumbnail, because Big Head POOH, me, my twin brother, we in a King Center, and they shooting basketball. It's JBM in there. It's JBM Buttons, JBM E brother T, before T got killed, and his boy came down home from college on a college break or whatever, some shit like that, Christmas, whatever kind of break it was, he came home from college. So niggas that got real money play basketball, and they played in the King Center. No matter if it was a drug dealer, a thief, whatever, they all came in the King Center. And we was at war at the time. A lot of JBM was getting locked up. So man, Mikey always found the next person in JBM that was the boss, and we made sure we was the security. So while they running ball, me and Mikey, they security, because a lot of shit was jumping off, and these niggas was kind of shook. A lot of these niggas was shook. So while they running the court back and forth, I get the basketball, we shooting around, so I get the ball, I make the shot. The dude that came home from college, he threw the basketball. And when he threw the basketball, he threw it like down the other end. So Big Head POOH, that's on the thumbnail, he was like, yo, you gonna let that boy disrespect your twin brother? Now, Mikey got a long leather trench coat on. And it's like a soft butter, thick soft butter leather. Soft butter. All black. And I got the all black leather jacket on with the velour slacks, the all black Gucci's. Shit all rounded. Niggas start hating because I made the shot through the ball. Mike had the 380 on him. Walked over to the dude and made the dude go get the basketball and apologize to me. Now, when this happened, everybody's playing ball, they bosses, and get you killed, and a few of them is killers. And before brother T got killed, he was a cold-blooded killer. And him and Mikey had some words, and we just started going back and forth, but he just came home from jail. And he was in his bag. He was robbing the shit out of them, a lot of drug dealers. And, you know, but he don't know that, man, Mikey was really riding with his brother like that in the JBM. So they break it up and Buttons and say what he say. And it's like, well, Buttons 300% on, man, Mikey's side. And I don't think T liked the fact that Buttons took man Mikey's side about what happened. So they squashed it, whatever. So from that moment, I knew T didn't like man Mikey, which is strange because they twins and man Mikey twins. But they don't look alike. Man Mikey was identical. I guess because man Mikey was 17. These niggas is like 27, 30 years old. Man Mikey's 17. Holding it down. Fuck are you talking about? So somebody called the police come. So Mikey had threw the gun in the trash can. I don't know how old this young boy was, but he was a young boy. Mikey paid him $10 to go get the gun out the trash can. And then we got up out of there. But we had to fell home. That's on the thumbnail, the play ball or whatever. And Mikey was messing with Daryl Shooter niece, Dee Dee. One of them blocks up there and there. When fell and the shooters of them was getting money, Mike was messing with Dee Dee at the time. So, you know, man, Mikey was, them niggas, and we seen it in their face, like, how these niggas getting all this money and it's war out here, and these niggas shook. So, man, Mike, they respected, man, Mikey, because, man, Mikey, we had a heart for real, man. And I remember that day, man, Mikey, before they gave us the car, man, Mikey had a car to ride around, a small little white-looking rabbit car, but it was brand new. And, man, Mikey was happy as shit. We young boys, we driving around the car, we got guns on us. It's wintertime, it's cold outside, we got heat in the car, we got the radio on. We don't give a fuck, man. We know who we is, we know who we around. We just got a little Ducky Boy car. We know we ready to jump in the Pathfinder or the McLaren or something like that. And even we get around whoever we gonna get around, you know what I mean? And everybody in the city know. So we walking one day. I think this was on Halloween too, before we go pick the car up. So when man Mikey walking, we walked through this little small blocks between Cumberland Street and what's that? Susquehanna, all through that neighborhood. You know, small little blocks, Cleveland Street, Hollywood Street, all these little small blocks that we walking down. And in these blocks, it might be a vacant lot. There'll probably be a house there. So when man Mikey walking down streets and walking between cars, we checking everything when we walk down the street. Because we know they could be hiding in the car, hiding on the roof, hiding in a lot. They try to pick us off because a lot of people wanted us gone. Man, Mikey was terrorizing Philadelphia. I'm talking about drug dealers. They couldn't sleep. They couldn't make money. And in South Philly, Malcolm and Kenyatta and Jihad, they was ransacking South Philly while man Mikey was ransacking North Philly. You feel what I'm saying? So man, Mikey name was ringing for that. And we had a crew. Sometimes it just be him, sometimes it just be me, sometimes it be us and the crew. Whether we in a car, on a train, catch you in the store, we catch a drug dealer anywhere, I don't give a fuck where he at, and we know who he is, we robbing him, we taking him for bad, his car and everything, man. Mikey didn't give a fuck, man. Mikey didn't give a fuck, all those, that carjacking shit, man. Mikey was doing that, even they call that shit now, man, Mikey was doing that shit on foot. We ain't need no car, we just like, instantly, that's why a lot of people like, these niggas is crazy. Because we could be with somebody and really be getting money with them, like we was with Gramps. We could see somebody that got a lot of shit on, we still rob them. Because it just was in our nature to take money. That's when back in the day they called hustling, you take money. We was taking money. Not just clothes, not just going in the store, taking diamonds, Rolexes. We robbed like strong arm. I don't think you understand what that feels like to walk up on somebody with no gun and just take everything off of them in front of anybody. No matter fuck who you, especially if you with your girlfriend and we rob you. If I rob you, and it's like, damn, man, you scared to death in front of your girl. She might as well be with me. I mean, the crazy thing is, sneaker store incidents, no bullshit, up Erie Avenue. Me and Nornie brother Manny was together. And I didn't know these two people as brothers and sisters. So they up Erie Avenue. I'm getting money up Erie Avenue, hustling, but they had all that jewelry on. I robbed. They got on the trolley. They was in a sneaker store. Had all this shit on, looking like I couldn't believe it, man. No boy looked just like a pretty situation. She had all her bags, her big earrings, her jewelry on. He had all his jewelry on and all that, looking like money, all these bags. Soon he showed fear. I knew I was going to get him. So we followed him on a 23 trolley. I robbed him right then. I ain't robbed her, though. I didn't want to take nothing from her. I just robbed him. So the reason why I brought it up is because if I knew where they was from, I wouldn't have robbed them. I didn't know where they was from. And I ran into him again without Manny with me. And I think I had a gun on me when I robbed him. I ain't really sure, though, if I had a gun or not. But I was 17. I was hustling up Erie Avenue. I still was JBM. I just ran into Manny. But when in fact, no. This was 89. This when I was 16. Because when I ran into him again, I was in a house. You imagine I robbed them in broad daylight on a trolley. Now I'm in their house. I'm in their house around their family, their friends, their neighborhood. This is how I got there. We was robbing people on the train, me and my homies. And they was like, yo, they having a dollar party up Diamond Street Projects. We up there. I know everybody in the projects, and I know everybody, period. You know what I mean? We go up there. We go in the house. I paid again, and next thing you know, the girl at the door, she take the dollar. The boy right next to us, I go in the house and they think I'm around them. I swear to God, I felt so bad. Because I knew if they was from Diamond Street Project, I would not rob them, because this is really my neighborhood. We live right on 28th and Diamond. It's 25th and Diamond and 23rd and Diamond. But we used to swim for Morelands when it was called Morelands Playground. It's called Hank Gatherers. When it was called Morelands in the early 80s, I used to swim for the swimming team and hang in the projects. Plus, I knew Ola and Jermaine, who ran Diamond Street Projects in the 90s and 80s. And he put me on a mission. He took me, you know what I mean? Robbed the whole crack house for him. He put me on this crack house. Me and Joe ran up in there. Anyway, when I'm in this boy house, right? And he saw me. And I felt fucked up. I swear to God, I felt fucked up, man. But I wasn't bitching. I wasn't scared. I mean, I actually spoke to the motherfucker for real. But after that, it wasn't no. I mean, he just took it as a loss. He saw everybody knew me. He ain't say nothing. He ain't tip. I ain't tip. Then I found out that was his sister. After that was his girlfriend. That's really fucked me up. She was like, we brothers. She said to me, she's like, we brothers and sisters. I was sitting there talking to him and everything. I told him I ain't know, man. They had to respect this, the streets. But they crazy, right? That's weird. That was one of the weirdest, strangest situations I've ever been in Bassett. When I went in somebody's house. When I came home from jail, had to do a lot of time near the new home down Richard Island. And I went in the house looking for my family and went all the way to the bedroom, howling up, and went all the way to the bedroom to find out somebody else lived in this house. I was fucked up about that. I went in the house, I made it all the way to the bedroom, screaming all not screaming like, yo, what's up, y'all, what's up, family, it's me. Ain't nobody saying nothing. I get all the way into the bedroom. There's a woman and a baby laying on the bed. Somehow we live here, they moved. I was like, what? That was crazy. But anyway, back to the projects. Jermaine had told me and Joe that, because I had just met Jermaine. Mikey had been met because him and Mikey was about to go to war against each other. Because Poo-Poo and Jermaine was like, okay with each other, but then they had beef one time. And Mikey went up the project with Poo-Poo. And they was about to have a shootout, but then they squashed it. And the next thing you know, Mikey and Jermaine hanging together every day. So when I come home and meet Jermaine while Mikey locked up, Jermaine was happy to meet me, know I'm the older brother, and he put me and Joe down with this house around the corner that was doing numbers, that was fucking with his money. He had the whole projects doing numbers, but it was this crack house around the corner from the project that was doing numbers. He wanted me to shut it down. I said, well, certain. I'm 17. I said, certainly. Me and Joe went up in there, knocked on the door. In the front room, wasn't no furniture, nothing in there, but it was people in the kitchen. crackheads and shit like that. You have to walk up the steps. And we walk up the steps. We walk up the steps. You want to see the bathroom. So you walk up the steps. You want to see the back room. But when you turn around, it might have been 2 rooms back there. Room on the side and room in the back. But when you turn around, you're going to see the front room. And there's going to be a banister. So I walked, knocked on the door. There's a man and a woman in there. They got all the drugs and all the money in there. Jermaine gave me the whole layout. So when Jermaine gave me the whole layout, knocked on the door, boom, boom, boom. Open the door. Rush right up in there. Nobody moved. This, that, and the third. So I told Joe just to watch the dude. Well, I get everything, got everything, boom, we leave. Nobody move. I think I shot the gun in them. Boom! So they won't move. Because you should, they gotta, I think I shot in the air. Boom! It's 1990, I'm 17, so nobody moving, all those shit. Because you shoot the gun, they're gonna be scared to death. We run out the house, boom, get in the car. We go all the way from the project, that's around the corner from the projects, near Jetson Street. So we go all the way to, this near 24th and Burks. Shout out to Bucknell Street, 24th and Burks. So, shout out to Bob here, shout out to thinking about Bob. So we get all the way to 19th and Cumberland. I go in the Big Head POOH crib. So I go to Big Head POOH crib. I go in there, I had some black Levi jeans on. And I think I had the black Gucci's on. I think it's, so I took all that off. Because I want to see what I got. I stuffed, put all the shit on me. So I took everything out. Broke Joe off. Broke Jermaine off. And then we leave. Jermaine like, this was all it. I mean, so it was like, probably, anywhere, I don't know, I think it's anywhere from like 2,000 to 4,000 worth of crack. And like 2,200, 2,500, something like that in money. But back in 1990, that was a lot. Then I think about it. Money was different back then. Shit was way cheaper. You could buy more or whatever. So we had like, probably like, altogether like 7,000 worth of shit. You might as well say, I could say. So what I did with the crack, I get it crack to my brother Sekou, because he's a Lindenfield project, get a lot of money. So I gave him the coke. And after I gave him the coke, because he came out North Philly to get me. I said, cool, come get me, man. Just robbed this crack house around the corner from Diamond Street Project. Think about it, I'm robbing crack houses. I'm 17 years old. I'm hanging with drug lords and shit like that, right? So he come get me. So when he come down there, he know, man, Mikey took them niggas down 12 and Dolphin, the war, Bernie and all of them. So we ride down there, we catch Floyd, which is one of Bernie right-hand mans, getting money out, he hustling. See, back then niggas could sell you could have a brick of coke and bag it all up and put it on the corner and sell it yourself. Floyd was one of them niggas, so we catch Floyd out there. So Floyd got his face balled up in his hand in his pocket like he's strapped. Man, Sekou jump out. Oh, Sekou, man, I had him do that. So Sekou get out like a lion, right? So Sekou got that 9 on him, right? So whoever got finished throwing letting that shit whistle. You understand me? Trying to take Bernie head off. We thought you seen the white Pathfinder Park. Thought Bernie was in there, hit the whole car up, right? So now we back down there. So Cool trying to put Floyd in the trunk. So I said, Floyd, where that shit at? I know you out there hustling. He says, it's in the car, under the seat. So under the driver's seat, it's all this coke there in a 25 automatic handgun. So I take the handgun, boom, got the coke, we leave. So Cool really trying to put him in the trunk of his own car and take his car and take him with us. He said, come on, Cool, we grew up together, man, don't do that to me. Let's come on, let's just leave, man, we leave. So while we riding up the boulevard, while we riding on the other side, we get pulled over. We hide both the guns in the car and all the coke. Police searched the, see who had a blue Fleetwood, blue leather seats. And you could hide shit in them big ass seats. He had all type of shit in there. So the police got us in the plaza. We were in the plaza, police. We in the plaza, all in the seats. Lean back in the car and handcuffed. While they searching the car, they don't find nothing. They let us go. So now we on the boulevard. I'm playing with the 25 automatic. Can't believe the nigga had a gun. So I give Cool the coke. So, you know, because everything is coke, he gonna sell up there. So that's free money. He got that shit doing numbers. So then he got in an argument with his girl. At the time, he was messing with Lenore. He was arguing with her. She got some case money. And she was giving him money. He was buying a lot of shit. And she knew he was getting a lot of money up there. He was like partners or whatever. They got in an argument over some money. So he took some of her money or some shit. And he didn't want to give it back. And we just got finished coming from Franklin Mills Mall shopping, spending all this money. Now they arguing. Now she don't want to give him his gun back. And we going to war down North Philly. We all up in Lindenfield Projects. I'm like, man. He called me. I'm watching Mikey's daughter. So he called me to come around there because her brother down there. Now, her brother used to get a lot of money. He took a fall. He used to run Germantown. So they up Lindenfield. And he knows he can get money. But he taking her for his sister. Now, he got the 9. And she gave it to her brother. And he like, no. He called me like, yo, they got the gun. How can they won't? I'm like, what? So when he called me, I go around there, right? I leave my niece in the house. She's 2 years old. That's how really deep this shit got. In fact, did I have her with me? Matter of fact, I think she was over there, I think. Or some shit like, matter of fact, I think somehow somebody had her because I had to go. Anyway, I go around there, this nigga in the doorway, right? The one got the gun. So I'm going around and step to the nigga. Man, that nigga was scared to death of me, man. How you, well, he got a 9, I got a 25. This is what I got at the time. The gun I took for the boy. That's what I went around there with. He's scared to death of me. He won't, because my thing is this. We need the guns. We war niggas out here. This ain't a game. Like, you sitting there about this little petty shit. Y'all pay getting all this money up Lindenfield Project, getting money off this crack. And now y'all arguing about this and you taking the gun. No. She called the cops. I get locked up. Because they bring me back to the girl crib, handcuffed. She said, no, I ain't the one. They take me down because they found the gun. They found the 25. Police asked me my name. I gave them an alias. They came back, said, what's your name? I gave my real name. They smacked the shit out of me. Boom. Had my mouth bleeding. I get locked up. I go in front of the judge. They bring all this shit up that I did, that I was going to run for. And the lawyer was like, if you plead guilty, you're going to get out before you turn. He said, no, you're about to turn 18 in 2 months. Just plead guilty, they're going to let you go. The lawyer told me to do this, man. I plead guilty. Now I got an armed robbery charged with a gun. I got a couple other armed robberies, right? Now, mind you, I'm only getting locked up for armed robberies and guns. I'm not getting locked up for selling drugs. All the drugs, man, Mikey sold. Mikey was getting locked up for selling drugs. I never got locked up for selling drugs. Because we used to make all that money in them up Erie Avenue, getting all that money in the crack houses, and all down Richard Island, and all down North Philly, and all that. But it was never long term with me. I would make some thousands and I would leave it alone. Like, no, I'm not doing that for the rest of my life. I like to have fun, man. I might get a lot of girlfriends. I like to move around. I'm not just staying in one fucking spot, hustling. Fuck no. That was like a fucking being in prison. So, the judge say, oh, you pled guilty. I find you guilty, and I'm giving you 3.5 years. I'm giving you juvenile life, 3.5 years. Oh, that shit hurted when he said that. I looked at that fucking lawyer. I said, what? I ain't know the law at the time. The following year, I will know the law after I run from this place. So I know I'm going to have to run. I ran from every other place, so I said, I'm going to run from this motherfucking place. It took me 6 months to run. But I lost my brother 2 weeks before I ran. Ain't that crazy? 2 weeks before I broke out of Cornwall Heights. 2 weeks before I break out, my brother loses his life. Now the whole time, he's out there robbing drug dealers, shaking niggas down, and all this sort of shit he doing. He's trying to help break me out. Right? And they really was trying to break me out. When I get out, they was, yeah, we was going to come up there with the limousine and this, that, and the third. The young boy with the channel, Philly First 48, his father's a pimp twin. I know the pimp twins. When I was around the pimp twins and Dirty Nate is alleged high-ranking JBM member. He was like, yeah, twin, we was going to come up there in the limousine with the twin limousine. Because he was up the hikes before. He said he was going to come to the front gate like we wanted to talk to you or whatever, or give you some food. He was going to just snatch you and put you in the limousine. That's how easy it was, he said. But I had to escape. And how I escaped, I was going to do it at my brother's funeral, right? Because the judge said I couldn't go to my brother's funeral. Because they thought it was going to be a big thing. They wouldn't even let my twin brother come visit me before he passed away. Because the staff was like, it was up to the staff. And the staff was like, no, because if your brother come up here, you might turn into Hockey Raw. Because when I was up there, I just was acting like Hakeem. I wasn't wild and I just was, chilling. He said, you make a good inmate, but when you get out in them streets, you're a different motherfucker. And you think we're going to let your brother come up here and turn you back into Hockey Raw, or he come up here and y'all switch and he go out. His whole thing, well, they thought Mikey was going to come up and visit me, and we was going to switch clothes, and he was going to stay up there, and I was going to walk out the door. And we was going to break out that way. So my aunt flew all the way from Arizona. And this is my aunt that really ran a gang back in the 50s, early 60s. She ran a gang called the Bucket of Blood. She wasn't a tomboy. I guess she was a tomboy. But she didn't look like a tomboy. She was a very beautiful red bone. They had 9 kids. It's just that she knew how to fight. This is called a skinny curl. And she could beat up grown men. Now, she came all the way from Arizona and talked to Judge Reynolds. Now, Judge Reynolds ain't the one who sent me there, but somehow he had something to do with the decision if I could go to my brother's funeral or not. Maybe he was the senior judge. And I had him before. He helped me beat a case, a stolen car case. Somebody stole a stolen car. They let me drive it. I'm driving around at nighttime, 15 years old, and this motherfucker enjoying it, But I went to court and I had that leather sweater on with the fur coming out of it. Judge Reynolds liked my sweater, so he threw the case out. This for real. Because they didn't see me stealing cars. I didn't steal a car. I just was joyriding. You know what I mean? So they got their charges fucked up. I didn't steal a car. I just was receiving stolen property. How I got caught in that, I had the emergency brake. When I ain't really know how to drive, I just learned how to drive in that car, really, for real. And Titty, naughty brother, still in the car, deuce in a quarter. And I just rode that bitch in the zoo parking lot up and down, haul ass and doing the beam. That's how I learned. But yeah, man. I got up out of there. No, look, she go down to the courthouse. She talked to Judge Reynolds. She walked from 10th and Susquehanna to 18th and Vine. That's a long walk for a woman walking with a small child, which was my baby cousin at the time. She said, I walked all the way from Niecy House to 18th Vine to make them judge that you go to your brother's funeral. And they let me go to this funeral. My mom was like, please don't mess this funeral up. Don't run. So I was like, all right, Mom, I respect your wishes. Because the whole city was there. It was a big thing, whatever. I went to the viewing. And there was a lot of people there, but the funeral was at capacity. That line was around the corner to see my brother, right? And they read every card. And I wrote in the card, I'm going to get them niggas, this, that, and the third. Mikey, I got you, and all that, right? But I ain't know a girl that I used to deal with. She, she spoke. She read all the cards. I ran into her and she told me. I read the cards. And it's crazy. As always. One thing about it, man. People will show how much they care about you when you die. When you're alive, they might not really show it. But when you pass away, because all the females was there, and a lot of females I dealt with was there. Ain't it crazy? It just was a beautiful thing to just remember, but a sad thing at the same time. So they had me handcuffed to the staff. I didn't try to run. And Sammy Shotgun, he was there. He was in front. I said, he could have said something to the staff. He's up the hike before he know. I couldn't. The staff was scared to death. All somebody do was say, let him go. And they'd him, and I'd have been gone. But I didn't want to disrespect my mother. My brother and all them had guns. They had machine guns and everything. So guess what I did? I waited till I went to the hospital trip. Went to Temple. Because before I got locked up, I caught a hernia. And I'm in Temple. I mean, if you ever catch a hernia, like the bottom, bottom of your stomach, like not like near your groin area. I was riding a mountain bike all around North Philly. My brother Reg let me hold his mountain bike. And I tore a tissue which caused a hernia. So I'm in Temple. And then waiting, I'm in so much pain. I paged my brother and them. They had pages back then. I'm letting them know I'm 911 357 or whatever our code is, right? They came to that fucking hospital because they thought the dudes we was going to war would poison me. They thought burning them somehow got close enough to poison me, right? So I found out I got a hernia, right? Boom. That's when I was fucked up. So now I'm locked up. So they know about it. So they trying to fix it while I'm doing a juvenile life. So they take me all the way from the Heights to North Philly, Broad Interior, around the corner from Weiss the Hustle at, around the corner from where we robbed that fucking crack house had on 13th and Allegheny. Now my cousins and all them home, they all getting money. And Gary, that's his staff, he's taking me on a hospital trip. Now everybody that's watching me go on this hospital trip, I went to school first, and after school was the hospital trip. Now I'm smiling because I'm sitting in a chair in like the lobby, because everybody that's on security, I walked through the metal gate, security barbed wires to come on security. It was security A, B, C, D, E, right? I mean, it might have been F. So all this is security. Everything else is pre-release. It was not that much of a secure risk. So everybody come back from school, see me sitting in the lobby with a orange jumpsuit on, but I got these brand new high top Reeboks on. These ones are all white, high top basketball suits. And I got a velour fila warm-up jacket. You know what I mean? I ain't had the pants, so I just had the jacket. It was blue, red, and white. That joint was crazy. All velour. The whole thing was velour. So I got that on. So I got underwear under the jumpsuit, but I got that on over the jumpsuit because in case it be chilly. So everybody looking at me like, damn, Hawk gonna run. Everybody knew I had rap in my blood. Everybody knew me from growing up and everything. They were up the heights. They was all right with me. I'm like, man, I see y'all niggas in the world. I told my homie Donnie, I said, Donnie, you can have my snack tonight, which was a Snicker or something, right? Boom. So I go to the hospital. Gary is one of my dad's friends from the gang war days from 23rd and Diamond Street Project. It's him, Tyler, and another one. It's three of them. They all brothers. They all work on my unit on the weekends, shit like that, right? In the nighttime. So Gary got the job to take me in the station wagon to Temple Hospital. Now I'm going to Temple Hospital to see these doctors that take blood from me, to examine me. Then I'm supposed to come back like May 14th to get the operation. But this is like April 26th. April fucking 26th on a Friday. It's nice as shit outside. 1991. I'll never forget it. I lost my brother. They buried my brother April 16th. He lost his life April 8th. This April 26th. I've been locked up for 6 months. He was only home for a couple of months. Then he got killed. We just turned 18. I'm waiting on these pictures that he took on Easter. They came. The day he died, all the pictures came with him and my daughter. I got 1,000 pictures up there. I said, the day I ran, I gave the boy from Richard Allen all our pictures. That's why I can't show you a lot of pictures, because all the pictures I ever had, there was ours, like 1,000 of them. I gave him the hick from Richard Allen and a leather jacket. I said, I'm going to meet you down Richard Allen because I'm running today. He was on open side. He went home. And I went down Richard Allen and gave him the jacket back, but his sister said, well, she ain't giving the pictures back. So sent me back down the project. I liked her. That's why I really wasn't mad about her holding the pictures at the time, right? Boom. So I leave when I'm going to jail. So anyway, when I went to the trip, on the hospital trip, me and Gary talking, he all cool and everything. I really don't want to run because it's Gary, but fuck it, I got to get up out of here, man. You know, you lose your job if somebody run with you. So this how they shackled me. They put the jumpsuit on, boom. They shackled me by putting the shackles around my waist and around my hands, but not my feet. They didn't shackle you. You look like you a slave or something, walking as a juvenile shackle like that. You know, I look super young, right? So I'm like, damn, they let my legs loose? You know how fast I am? I can run a 10-5 and a 100-yard dash That's how fast I am. No bullshit. So, and I was fast. And then I used to always race everybody, right? I used to run so fast when I used to run through the long tunnel, and then we used to run. We get like in front of the school. We would race to the wall. I would run so fast, I would run up the wall. That's how fast I used to run, right? So now, when me and Gary get out the car, I don't automatically just run. I go inside Temple. I get on the phone. I'm calling everybody. I'm calling my little cousins. They're like, yo, such and such, Nard. They said, Nard and them outside hustling. They out there getting all that money. My little cousin, they asked the phone, said, yo, Khalid, go outside and tell Nard, man, Temple, man, Broad Tioga, Altaria, or something like that. I said, my Broad Street, I'm in the hospital, man. Come get me, man. He can't find them. I'm sick. I'm calling my brother Sekou. He talking about, I don't know what the fuck he said. Try to get close to something. I don't know what, because every time I run, I call him. Like I ran from Slayton Farms, and I ran on foot. I make it all the way to 69th Street. He's talking about make it to Bridge and Pratt. Like Bridge and Pratt. So I make it to 15th Street. I wound up going down North Philly old mine house, and he wound up come get me or whatever. But I escaped from some crazy places, situations. So we up in there. He bought me a hoagie, turkey hoagie, and a Welch's grape soda. So I'm in there eating, right? His girl worked there, so she a nurse, so he didn't boo loving with her. So when I go inside to see the doctor, is these two Indian doctors. So, you know, I don't like nobody looking at my private and no shit like that. So they looking at what a hernia at and all that, and telling me to cough and all this shit, and say I gotta come back May 14th to get operated on. I'm like, all right. So I'm thinking about, can I jump out the window? Can I just walk past them, just at the third? So I get dressed and everything, right? I got the shackles back on. I don't know why I let this boy put the shackles back on. He let me get back on the phone and everything. So while he leave talk to his girl, whatever, right? He let me get on the phone. I did everything I wanted to do. But get through, right? We get all the way downstairs. On the elevator, downstairs. I felt crazy because everybody looking at me like they scared. So I got the jumpsuit on, right? We get outside in front of the hospital, and I look at that station wagon. And when I'm walking towards the station wagon, guess what I'm saying to myself? I said, I'm the leader of the wolf pack. I'm in the JBM. I'm a gangster, I'm a hustler. I got major heart. If I was down in the city, if my twin brother was with me right now, what would he do? Would Mikey run? I ran from everywhere. I got major heart. What would my team do? I thought about my homies in the wolf pack, and I took the fuck off running. Boom. Now mind you, I can't move my hands. I'm shackled like this. Now while I'm shackled like that, I'm haul assing, cut between cars. That's what I heard Gary saying. Hakeem, stop playing. Get back here. Stop playing. Then I hear the cars and all that, but the way I was running, I was zigzagging through traffic, going on one-way streets and cutting through. Once I hit this one block, and then I hit this alley. Once I hit this alleyway, right? The alley just kept going and kept turning. I never seen an alley that just kept turning. This motherfucker kept turning till it was a dead end. Now when it finally stopped, I was in this alley at least for a couple of minutes, running through an alley. Dogs barking and all those shit. And this is a neighborhood where the white people used to live at one time. They had a lot of money. So the back structure, it was like, kept curving. So when it stopped, I'm thinking, they behind me, they about to be, honestly, I'm thinking, so how am I going to get up over this barbed wire? Now the barbed wire wasn't a circle barbed wire. It was them straight barbed wires like this. Go across. So I climb up by using my hands slowly with my feet inside them Reeboks. I get all the way to the top. I climb over them. Thank God that these barbed wires is rusty and old or whatever. So I climb over the gate. I don't want these pants to get caught in this barbed wire. So I had to, when I get over the top, because I'm still, like, just think about it, I'm climbing up a gate. a straight fence. And when I get up to the top, I gotta climb over. Like, you know how you on top, like you riding a bike, no diddy. That's how I'm going to barbed wire, but I'm coming over it slow, making sure it won't snag, whatever. And I'm holding on it, like holding on the side because it ain't sharp. So then I just make sure, then I just hang jump. I just jump, boom. I guess I ain't hang, I just jump, boom. So now, in front of me is this big ass old house, abandoned house, with no back door to it. I walk in there, it's trash everywhere. I don't know if you walk through the old house, how it smells. I'm walking through the old house. So I'm looking for a hanger. I'm not get out of handcuffs. So I find a pair of shorts. I find a hanger. I even find a dollar bill. A regular dollar bill in this house. It's an old kitchen, it's an old bedroom set, it's an old everything, and you can smell it too. I said, no bullshit. I'm not lying to y'all. Between the ages 5 and 8 years old, or 5 and like 7 years old, I used to hang and be in old houses and alleys and hang on railroad tracks. We was kids. Like, we used to be in shit, like be on the roof and all that. So that smell brought back memories. I'm like, damn, I remember that smell. So as I get one of the handcuffs off, and this is how you get out of handcuffs. You got to make the hanger look like this. You make the hanger look like this, right? You stretch it and make it look like this, right? And when you take this piece of the hanger, right? When the handcuff is like this, the piece that goes in the back is going to be in like a circle. And what you're going to do, you're going to go in the back of there. And you're going to see that part sticking out like this. And all you're going to do is put the hanger in between the wall and in between the wall and the thing that's sticking out. And you're going to twist it. And when you twist this, the piece going to open up like this. So that's how I got one handcuff off. But the other one was just tightening up. So I got this tight ass handcuff on my wrist. I got it tucked in, the loose part, under the, you know, the feline velour sweat jacket, suit jacket, because I came out of the jumpsuit now. Once I came and got the one handcuff off, the belt came off. The handcuff still was on. I still had one handcuff on. So I hid the belt. So now I'm out of the jumpsuit. I found some shorts, put them on. They used to have to be girl shorts, by the way. Because they had these strings coming out the bottom. I said, fuck, I gotta put these on. Because they looking for somebody with a orange jumpsuit on. So I'm like, fuck, I go all the way on the roof. So I'm looking at the police ride by. I can see him, and I can also see him through the window. There's a window across the street. And I can see him riding by. I said, damn, they're looking for me. Fuck. So I said, I'm gonna stay up here till it's nighttime. Fuck it. So I'm like, man, fuck it. A couple hours went by. I came off the roof, walked through the house again. Then I came out the back way. When I came out the back way, I was coming out the back way to go into the front way. There was like a light. And I'm looking on the ground. I think that's why I found a dollar thing in the house. But I'm looking for like a quarter so I could call someone to pay for them. So when I come out the alley, well, I'm about to come out the alley, but I'm still in the alley near the old house that I was in. The police ride by. When the police ride by, I look up at him and look back down like I'm looking for something. It's a white cop and a black cop. And the black cop was the one looking at me. But mind you, they don't got no photo array. They don't got no picture of me. They just got a description of me saying I got jumpsuit on. I got a whole... He never tell him about the velour jacket. He just tell him he got an orange jumpsuit on. That's all he's thinking about. So the police kept driving. I said, I gotta get the fuck out. So I go back in the house. Then I come back out. When I come back out, I see a girl. She like my age. And she had like a 10-year-old with her. She had like 2 kids with her, right? So I'm asking her, do she have change for $1? And she asked me, even matter of fact, no. She asked me for $1 or some shit like that, or if I asked her for change for $1 or asked her what time, do she know what time it is? And she asked me some ridiculous shit that threw me off. I'm like, she was a real nice looking girl though. So I just got, I've been locked up for 6 months. So she walk away. I walk down the street. I said, fuck it. When the trolley come on, just get on the trolley. Somebody from Richard Island ride down the street that I know. Rich used to be with Big Rock and them. Now Rich is related to my cousin. So he's half, he related to my sister Sabrina, so he's a Woods. So he see me. I used to be in the projects watching him hustle, just chilling when he made 89. It's my cousin. So when I was on the run, I used to go out there and chill with him. So he see me like, what's up, cuz? I said, man, he said, I already heard. I swear to God. He said he already heard. Now, mind you, a few hours went by, the whole city knew I was on the run. Facebook, none of that shit was out. This 91, the whole city fucking knew. He said, I knew you ran. Everybody talking about it. In fact, I left him up to the study center before I ran. Now, you know, I was up the study center, then up the hikes. Then I ran, but he was up the study center when I was in up the study center. So now he see me. He get money on Richard Island again. So I said, look, drive me down to 10% Susquehanna to my house. I get always to my house. I call my brother Beans. My brother Beans alive. Beans come down and see me and say, yo, come on down. I need something to get some handcuff off. Boom. I'm the baby brother doing the shit they used to do, right? Gangster type shit, right? So Chucky, on his, he like the neighborhood butler and handyman, right? But he family. He just get high. And he was around Ray just trying to discipline us and everything. You know, we ain't going for that though. So now Sekou up Lindenfield coming down the caddy. He said, tell Chucky I got him when I come down. I said, Chucky, Sekou gonna pay you when you come down. I want Chucky to get paid first. I'm going through it. This shit is fucking me up. Now I ain't looking out the window, but my brother Beans, he's outside the house on 10% Susquehanna while I'm inside my house talking to him while he on the side of the wall, talking inside the window, because I'm talking to him while I'm in the house, but I'm talking out the window to him. But I got the the window open with the screen down. Because everybody know I ran. Mind you, my brother just passed away, the whole city know. Now the other twin just ran, so that's big news in the city, right? And everybody said, this nigga ran. How the fuck he do that? With no help. So then Sekou come down there, right? So now it's nighttime. So he gives Chucky some crack and a couple dollars, right? Chucky got I don't know if my brother went and got this or Chucky went and got it. A real saw. I'm about to show y'all the color picture this saw was, man. Chucky had a real fucking saw. Rest in peace, Chucky. This saw was supposed to take this other handcuff off. Now, mind you, this handcuff is tight on my wrist. And it's no wood, there's put no rubber, no type of support from this metal when he sawing, and that's pressure on my skin, on my bone from this saw and this handcuff, metal to metal, right? So I'm going through it. I'm talking about pain. Gotta keep stopping. I'm like, yo, hold up, stop. That shit hurt. So he's like, man, fuck. He said, how you gotta take that pain? I'm talking about this is pain, my bone, metal on metal. Watch this. A saw, table saw. Now I took up table saw. Now I took up wood shop before, right? Hold up. Hand saw, metal hand saw. Look at this motherfucker, man. Chucky used this on me, man. Chucky used this to fuck on me, y'all. Chucky had this fucking joint right here. This motherfucking metal ass fucking piece. This shit blade. Now he using that motherfucker on my skin, right? Or on the handcuff. But I'm feeling that shit because it's metal. This shit is tight. That motherfucker got that bitch off. I went right to war. On everything I love. The niggas that did it to my brother, I think one of them was home, and the brother, the main one, was locked up, and was 2 of them locked up, not all of them. It was 4 niggas. But we went down there and went this. Soon I got down there, everybody in the neighborhood, 19 for Jefferson, 17 for Jefferson, 18 for Oxford, 17 for Oxford, 16 for CCB Moore. This whole neighborhood, 17 for 16 for Styles, this whole neighborhood thought I was my twin brother. Damn, Mikey, we thought you died. Now, mine is 2 weeks right after my brother passed away. Everybody thought my brother. They like, because we look just alike. I came right around there and woke his girlfriend up because she was asleep. She woke up crying because she thought she had a bad dream. She thought I was my brother. Now, all my brother old girlfriends, his homie was like, yo, man, you might as well deal with your brother girlfriends since you home. And I was like, no, because me and Mikey never, well, Mikey did it to a couple of my old girlfriends, but if it was on that type of time he wanted me to do it, I would have done that for him. Because you know how dudes feel about their women, they don't want nobody else to have them. Keep it in the family. They had the same type of like say if I'd have kept his girlfriend that I wound up running into years later, right? Just imagine if I'd have took her personal, right? All the kids I had by her would have looked just like the kids he'd have had by her. Because all his grandkids look like, his grandsons look like exactly like my son. So anyway, I had to stop her from crying. Then we went around the boy crib and I, handled my business or whatever. But when I got that motherfucker off my wrist, right? I thought that was going to be the last time. And then when they locked me back up and sent me back up that juvenile placement, right? I had like 18 months. So they let me out early. So we're going to let you out early, give you electronic monitoring. Man, the streets was calling me. I ain't had no patience and I was doing good. I'm selling weight, making a small $200 every other day back in 92, right? Because I got people giving me weight, no matter if it's weed or coke. I'm just making a quick little $200-300 every time I go outside. No money, but it's a lot of money back then. I got all these brand new pair of sneakers, all these. That's how you know you back in the mix when you start buying sneakers, sneaker boxes and all that new shit. And you want the brand new shit and all. So I got all the brand new shit. The one day I just took that shit off my leg, the electronic monitor. Because the thing is, before I came home, I was doing so good up the hikes that I lied to them and told them I had my GED, which I thought I did take it, but I never got my results back, so I thought I passed. So I took the placement test to go to community college and passed. And the placement test was just like taking the GED. So when I was supposed to go to the summer semester of 90, what was it? 94? No, I think it was 93 summer semester. I was supposed to go to community college. And I was so happy about just going to school. And I had really stopped thinking about being like all with the gunslinging shit out in the trenches. I was going to go to college. I was going to do my thing. But the PO kept that fucking thing on my leg till I'll give him another 30 days. Hating on me. I was doing everything right. I said, you know what, man, fuck this. One day, I got in an argument with my mom about, not an argument, I got mad about something. I said, take that to my son, mom, to come get me. She came and got me, I took that shit off my leg, stayed over her crib, and next thing I just turned the fuck up. That's that picture y'all seen with the button. I got the round, hit my shit all round. That's then. That's how I was. And I just started hanging with my homies again and start sitting on the paint cans grabbing motherfuckers. And I ain't thought I was gonna get caught, like far as for kidnapping motherfuckers and all that little shit, robbing drug dealers. I ain't thought that was a thing I was gonna go to jail for. I ain't thought I was gonna go upstate for that. So I went upstate for robbing drug dealer crack houses. And other time when upstairs the drug cases. So when I went from being a top enforcer, a top drug dealer, a top stick-up kid, I tried to sell drugs. I'm talking about like far as on the boss level. I was a young boy. I was making boss money. We making thousands as 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. We making thousands of dollars in the trenches. So when I started to sell drugs and have people working for me, I understood why people didn't like to get robbed. You fucking they profit up and fucking they shit up. You can really cripple a nigga, you rob them a couple of times as far as their pockets. So when people see me getting money in the trenches of a drug dealers, a lot of them was kind of like, damn, I'm glad this nigga ain't robbing us no more. Because I used to go walk to them same crap games and rob all them niggas. Don't none of y'all move. None of y'all. That's just how it used to be. Don't nobody move. Ain't nobody get hurt. I am 15. I'm like 15 to 17 years old. When I'm 17 doing it, right? I got all the bosses on the corner, 12th and Susquehanna. Then I get out the car with my twin brother. I do the talking. And I tell them all, they all got to start breaking me and my brother off on this block. The niggas ran. And I threw some shells at them. And then they came threw some back, and then we went to war. And then they just kept getting the fucked up end of it. Till they kept breaking us off. So then we put a contract out on our head, and we went right to the board. We went right to Manny Strong. Oh, damn, man, you took the... Because once we found out, we didn't think about it. Man, Mikey knew so many people. Soon the contract was made. It was somebody in the room that had a lot of love for it. They said, hold up. They like my nephews. My sister used to babysit them. Yo, twin, man, them boys trying to line y'all up, man. Boy Bernie, man, you got a contract out on your brother. You and your brother here. The boy Manny Strong from the other side took the contract. Mind you, man, Mikey heard about Manny Strong. He really was somebody. But what Manny didn't know, the top gangsters that took JBM to war, no, you know, he was in that war. You know, Manny Strong was with South Philly when South Philly took JBM to war. South Philly had North Philly real gangster with a Manny Strong. Now, Manny Strong, at the time, I didn't know he knew my cousin Butterfield. Fat Pat, Suleiman Bey and them. I didn't know he knew Suleiman Bey. Right? So when he found out Butter was me and Mikey's cousin, and he knew the rest of my family that was getting money in the trenches, he said, I can't do nothing to these young boys. These young 30s, that's what? Because he was like, damn, he saw, like, you know, one thing about a real gangster, a real one, he gonna respect another gangster, man, if he really, like, real respect gangster shit. If I see a young gangster, some old head gangster would really don't give a fuck. He just knock you off, get you out the way, because he might be saying, okay, I got a contract, I'm gonna let him, because I'm the best. Some motherfuckers say they the best, they want to prove it. And then you got some motherfuckers like, I'm gonna take this young boy out because he think he the shit anyway. I'm gonna take his stripes. Then you got some of them like, man, damn, young boy thorough shit. I'm not gonna do that to him. Like Manny Strong. Then Manny Strong said, I'm not doing that to them twins. So when I find out, I tell Mikey on point. Now we on point now. Manny driving a black Cougar through the city. So one day I see Manny Strong. I ain't got no gun on me, but Manny Strong. Or did I have a gun? I ain't sure. I might have had the 9 on me with the 3 bullets. I ain't sure. But anyway, Manny always had his gun hidden in his department in the car where we used to hide our gun at eventually. No, he didn't rock us to sleep because he really knew my family, my real family. And we used to go around my family. Oh, I didn't know you knew. Like my cousin I ski. Manny was down with my cousin I ski who had phase 1 and phase 2 and went there to go see him. Now Manny feel even stronger because, you know, man, Mikey got a real name in the trenches. And now people are starting to see Manny Strong with the twins. Damn, Manny Strong with the twins. They see us. They see, damn, with the 2 terror-eyed Tasmanian devil with Manny in the middle. So Manny love that type of shit. So Manny like, where your twin brother? I said, let's go get him. I get in the car with Manny. No fear. So I know Manny strapped. I get in the car when we go get my twin brother. Mikey upstairs asleep. I like Mikey in the middle room. I like Mikey, like what? I said, guess what? He said, what? I said, Manny Strong downstairs. Mikey was like, he jumped up, grabbed that 380. That's killing. What are you doing downstairs? I said, no, Mike, he didn't. No, fuck that. Let's just kill him. Just how Mike, let's just kill him. I said, no, Mike, he gonna take us to Bernie. He said, all right, let's just kill both of them when we get in front of both of them. It's just how Mikey just fucking turned up instantly. I said, no, Mike, listen to me. I know you're the brains and I'm the muscles when it comes to this shit. But let me be the brains right now. Manny on our team now. Yeah, well, Mikey go downstairs, shake his hand, we get in the car with him, we go see Bernie. Bernie on the same block that he shot at us on, right? Boom, so we're on 30 Camac Street. Boom. So now he look out the window. He was in boy Sean's house. And when Bernie look out the window, when he look down at us, he got his face balled the fuck up like he mad as shit. He pissed off that Manny Strong brung us to where he was at. Think about it. Manny brung us. I got Manny to take us to where Bernie was at. I had to play chess, not checkers. I had to show Manny that even though you paid this man to do something to me and my brother, I'm going to not pay him anything to bring us to you. He was fucked up out there. You going to pay Manny some chump shit, though. Allegedly, supposed to pay Manny 2 ounces of coke, 2 ounces of hard. You know, Manny used, motherfuckers give him bricks and shit like that. He tried to give him or some shit like that. It was either 4.5, 2 ounces, some light shit. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, but my thing is, man, Mikey knew about it. So after that, we became like his younger brothers, man. So because of our thoroughness and our approach, man, the way I handled that, you know what I mean? They had to respect that, man. So when Mikey got locked up first for trying to shoot the police. See, a lot of people don't know this story, man. I didn't even know. I knew Mikey got locked up and the police chased him downtown, or what he was doing downtown without me anyway. He downtown in the daytime. The police started chasing him. He run down the steps in the subway system, but I think he jumped down there. And the police tackled him or whatever. So I think he messed his leg up when he fell or whatever. So they were on the ground tussling whatever. And this is what the police say on the witness stand. He said, my brother put the 380 to his head, but it wouldn't go off. Mikey did have trouble with that gun. Because one day he shot it, and when it coiled, when it, recoiled, it cut his finger when it went like that. So it must have, did the same thing when he tried to shoot that police officer. Now, if he'd have shot this cop in the head, I don't think the cop would have died from no 380. 380's gonna kill you, I don't think. But you never know in that situation how strong that man's skull was. But that's crazy, Mikey. I'm like, Mikey really got in his bag. Maybe he just, get the fuck off me, from being restrained of Danville and staff can beat you up and stomp. It's like you ain't doing that no more. But to me, I don't think Mikey did anything wrong because you getting the motherfucker off you. Maybe, that's what the boy hand was called for. I don't condone violence on that type of time, but Mikey thought that's what his hand called for. But he got booked for that, man. I never knew. But he got out of jail because he had Perry. Mikey had Perry before anybody. When he's a rookie lawyer, he got Mikey out of jail. Mikey was wild shit over the house correction. All the female SEALs liked it. Because soon after my brother left the house correction and got unalived, when I got locked up, I went over the house correction. In 91, I was over the house correction and Holmesburg and detention center. And I was over there in the summertime. When I had the red crocodiles on. So I got locked up, I had dress shoes on. Red crocodiles on. You got red crocodiles on in Holmesburg. You somebody, nigga. Got the red. I left from the JBM cell, 2-4 cell, JMO cell on B block, JMO and Benwood cellies. I went to court in some Jordans. They was I think they was twine old Jordans with twine. With the Jordans, but they ain't look old though. And because I ain't want to go to court wearing those shoes. It'd be cold. I want some support. So they'll leave them in the cell. They never send me back there. They send me up the hikes Well, no, they sent me to your study center. Then he let me go by accident. That's when I had the hanger, the same hanger, right? Because me and my cousin Jermaine was about to run from your study center. Even though I ran from your study center, me and Jermaine was about to run from, because we got somebody to get us a hanger from laundry at the study center, right? And when they do laundry, they do now hangers, right? So I told that boy, since he want to work for the lady, bring us still a hanger for me. So the motherfucker working for the lady, she giving him like little Debbie's and little cakes and shit, boxes of cakes. Because the shit they sell in commissary, they give you that shit for points in the juvenile drawer. So you ain't got to buy a commissary. They get that shit to you for free. So he brought the hanger up on some secret. Every time somebody done something for me like that, I thought about Alcatraz. So we got the hanger. So I'm telling my cousin, listen, I got to. So I show him how to get out of one of them. So before I can get out of the other one, I have to put the other one back on because Jermaine, somehow I don't think I did it in time to open the door. I had to put the hanger back in this little slot in the door. Because I was going to we was going to jump out and just run both. You go your way, I go my way. Whoever, you know what I mean? So my lawyer was like the same fucking lawyer I had that I told y'all to tell me to plead guilty when I got the juvenile life. He the same fucking lawyer. Want to say, look, Hakeem, don't say nothing. There's something about you. I swear to God, no Diddy. This just what the lawyer told me. He said, there's something about you, man. You're a likable person. I took a liking in you. He got a suit on with a pair of New Balance on with a hole. He got holes in his New Balance. You know, they got New Balance. He got the blue ones on with the, I said, this motherfucker crazy. He got a suit on with New Balance on with holes in the side of him. That shit was hilarious to see. I'm like, man, listen, just don't say nothing about your other case. They gonna let you go. Just don't say nothing. Because the thing is, the adult case, I think I was out on bail. I made bails. I filed the motion, rule 1100 at the time. And I got out on bail for the adult cases, but I still had the juvenile bench warrant because I had juvenile life. So he said, just don't talk about that. Because they were supposed to come get me and put me on security and all sort of shit, but I ain't seen nothing about it. The sheriff came to the cell after my lawyer came to see me. Jermaine was like, what's up? I said, I think they're going to let me go. So the sheriff came to the cell, right? He said, first he called my name, Hakeem Bryant. So when they call your name, this shit you like no bullshit. When they call your name and you locked up and that fucking sheriff call your name and you hear your name called, that shit just send chills to your body. Like, let's go. So they called my name. He opened the door. He opened the door and said, Hakeem, I said, let me see your back some more. And he seen my cousin Jermaine. He said, all right, I'm going to let one of y'all go. I swear to God, it's just what he said. He said, I'm going to release one of y'all. Pick a number from 1 to 10. I'll pick a number. Right? He said, no. He told Jermaine pick a number. He said, no. Then I pick another number. He said, yeah, come on. Jermaine like, oh, shit. They really let me go. When I tell you they let me go, they released me out of that motherfucking door I came in. So while I'm walking, right, I can't believe they fucking let me go. Since the summertime, I got the Jordans on. Now, mind you, I just was over Holmesburg with red gators on B block. After getting kicked off, I was on G block, got transferred to J block, got kicked off J block for punching somebody in the face for the phone time. Got kicked off that block on Count Clear, and he kicked Twine off the block, put him on A block, put me on B block with JBM, with J-Mo and Lil Ben. And then they had me with Malcolm from South Philly, and Pud from Carpenter Street, man, Pud with Sellies. I went from being around them, and Nell Duell from Southwest, and Lil Goldie from 20 for Carpenter, being around all the third niggas from Philly, to them sending me to youth study center and let me go. Now, when they let me go, right, I'm walking somehow, the way I'm walking around the youth study center. Somehow, the way I'm walking, I got to walk past youth study center, and I'm like walking around the statues and the grass and around the study center. I still can't believe that these motherfuckers let me go. And guess where I went at? I walked straight to Richard Island. I went right to Richard Island to my Aunt Joanne. May she rest in peace. She just passed away like not that long ago, probably like 6 months ago, last year. She passed away, man. The cigarette somehow a cigarette was lit and the house caught on fire. She was almost 80 years old, but she never like closed the door. She always let me and Mikey stay in the house, let us live with her, right? Stay with us while me and Mikey hustled down there, and my Aunt Shirley. Everybody, Brady, JJ, all of them let us stay down there. Man, they love this down in Down. So I go over their house. They happy as shit to see me. I said, I just got out of jail. I was like, for real? They all happy to see me. They know me and Mikey about to get some money. Cause you know, every time we go down there, they let me and Mikey eat. I go look in the mirror. I don't look too bad. Cause I think I look fucked up, but I don't look too bad. You know what I mean? My hair don't even look that bad. I'm like, fuck it. I go all the way to my mom's house. I get on this bus. They got the charter bus, the subway, the L and the subway stay doing some shit. So before I got locked up and all that, I had snuck on the subway system and the police chased me, the Septicops. Now I'm on a charter bus. The same Septicop chased me from Broad and South to Broad and Walnut to Broad, like the lumbar stop. He's standing right next to me. Now why I stand next to him I'm trying to make these faces, I'm not looking at him, trying my best. It's a long ass ride. He gave me a look like he know me from somewhere. I'm not even looking at this funny looking motherfucker. He's a funny looking, like Mario bro. He looked just like this funny looking Luigi boy. So I get off at Bridge and Pratt. You know, when I get all the way up to Lindenfield, after I get off the 66 trolley bus at Bridge and Pratt to get the Lindenfield project, I see my brother, Sekou, with my championship football Frankfurt Chargers jacket on, with all his jewelry on, rings and everything, walking the pit bull. I think he was eating ice cream or something. And he got slippers on. He out in the fucking, this a white projects. He getting all the money up there on my Connect outfit. Because I ain't want to hustle. I was on the run. I ain't want him to come up there and fuck with me. But one of the connects I had, there was a king, a drug lord. I mean, he started fucking with my brother, Sekou, because you know my brother Sekou used to get money. So they have to get money. So he's living a good life. I'm like, damn. He said, you ran? I said, yeah. So I ain't even care. I got my jacket on. I'm just glad he ain't wearing my brand new leather jacket that I bought before I got locked up. Had that shit hit my mom. I said, Mom, I hide this brand new leather jacket in your room. Because if any of my brothers see, they gonna wear it. I bought it in the summertime. I got it on sale. It was like, cost $600. And I got it on sale for $300 in the summer. And I bought it in the summer, but I had it hit in my mom's room, but I put another coat over it. And I'm like, ain't nobody gonna see this coat. That coat still was there. I put that motherfucker on. Boom. Brand new Levi's, brand new Timberlands, the all black ones that you could tuck in. The one that come up under your calf, got them on. Red, I got the Raiders hat on, all black. Then I got my hair cut. Now mind you, every time I ran from somewhere, I always got Dougie fresh. You know? And I got back on my team. And you know what it reminded me of? Every time I ran from a juvenile placement, it reminded me of when they would break Mr. T out of somewhere. You remember how Mr. T used to get locked up? Or one of them might watch the A-Team, and you see they all get locked up in prison, how they would break out. Every time, or like MacGyver get trapped somewhere, he get out of there, every time, that's what that shit felt like. That's how intense it was. Breaking out of somewhere. Imagine breaking out of somewhere. An institution. They got security, guard, they got everything in there. And you get out of there in broad daylight. Taking Brodies. And then when I get back out in that world, I get back with my team, let them know I ran them hot. They go, he crazy wild. And the thing is, when you around people like that and they know you got more heart than them, they know you do more crazy shit than them, they're not going to hide shit from you because they know they can trust you. See, man, Mikey was around people. We wasn't around people because of what they had. Because everything that we probably wanted, we had already. We had girlfriends. We had brand new clothes. We had jewelry. We had a couple of hours that we needed, so we had to like be slimy to nobody because we had everything. And 9 out of 10 back then, people used to get slimy with you over females. They used to get money because they wanted to have females. And man, Mikey we never had that problem in elementary school or none of that shit because all the females liked us. So if you always had females like girlfriends in your life, that's one thing you ain't got to worry about when you in a game, when you get money, because you always going to have that. You ain't never going to be like going through shit or, okay, she fuck up, you still got her, and her. And when you young, you can have 4 or 5 girlfriends, because none of them live with you. They all just calling your house. And you visiting them when you want to visit them. You ain't got to visit them every day, but you could talk to them on the phone every day. Man, Mike's good on the phone. I don't know how y'all is. Like, you know, cell phones, people don't talk on the phone no more. They text and message and all that. But back in the day, people used to talk on the phone. Women used to talk on the phone all the time. Women, they used to talk a lot on the phone. But when you're in a relationship, a girl and a guy, they be on the phone all the time because they love birds. You know, and that's what, and the crazy thing is, that's what really motivated me and Mikey to run from the juvenile placements all the time, because we had females in our life. We had people that we was taking care of and looking after. Because Mikey ran out the courtroom. 1801 Vine, he came from Denville Supermax for a hearing. And my mom said they was about to let him go. But he wasn't trying to hear that shit. He ran. He ran right into me. He came and woke me up like hot. I'm like, damn. He had his mustache shaved and he didn't even look like himself. He was mad as shit that people would walk up to him at the dollar parties and speak to me and not him. My shit was rounded. Everybody in me. I'm talking north. The elite young boys and the elite young girls that was going to 24th and Berks on Bucknell Street to them dollar parties, and drug lords and kingpins was having these dollar parties. They would host them. So everybody get money in North Philly would go to these parties. And everybody would walk past me before they go in there. What's up, twin? What's up, twin? Shake my hand, the half handshake, half hug, the half handshake, half hug, or the handshake, or the pound and all that. So they walking by my twin brother. He mad as shit. When I tell you he mad, he's so mad, he tells me. He said, the next motherfucker walk by and don't speak to me, I'm going to shoot him with this sawed off. Mikey had the sawed off. When I had the 9 with the 3 bullets in it, I let Mikey hold the sawed off. He had the Nautica jacket on with the sawed off. He had nice, that Nautica jacket. He got the Gucci sneaks on. He had that Nautica jacket on because he had that up the juvenile joint when he ran. So I'm like, Mike, listen. He's like, no, fuck that. I said, no, look at it this way. If we ever go on a run, all we got to do is shave our face and cut our hair down. They ain't going to recognize us. That's letting us know that if we got to go on a run, they ain't going to recognize us. Because they ain't recognize him. And we standing right next to me. He said, look at it that way. Then he calmed down. We went over to Temple. Because think about it, man, Mikey, we in Pathfinders and nice cars. And we with Nate and Poo and all them. So when we in the car with them, Mikey might sit in the front. I sit in the back. Or he sit and play shotgun. And I sit in the back. We'd switch. You know what I mean? But we get out the car, and there be them parties up Temple, 13th Montgomery, I think it was McGonigal Hall and Seton Hall, all them halls, all them Kwame, all different type of rappers would come to the city. And one day, I'm talking, man, Mikey was pulling these Temple students, take them to the Regency. It was an apartment building up Broad and Gerard, where they used to have a club at. But on top of the club is an apartment building. Nate had the room. He let me take females there. I took like 6 different ones. I took one of my baby moms there. A girl that went to Temple. This girl named Amina. It wasn't named Amina or Ayana. And then he had the brass bass backboard joint. So I took 2 of my baby moms there before they was my baby moms. And 2 other females, but you know. Man, we had an apartment, had access to that fly ass, looked like a little baby condo, and we in the foreign cars. We go to Temple, meet the females, get them my phone number. Next thing you know, we got somewhere to take them right up around the corner. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers we hang with, they fucked up that man Mikey pulling all these women, and they was supposed to be the ones to get all the girls. They got the money in the cars. Man, Mikey already got the clothes. We ain't got the cars, none of that shit, but you know what I mean? We got the look and all that. We young boys. So we up in the Temple joint, right? And we taking pictures. Man, Mike took pictures. The same picture I took is the same picture I put in his jacket pocket when he passed away. I had all them pictures, man. And Mike had this female. She looked like she was half Korean, half black. She was looked like a near people. She was bad as shit. She had a hair like a mushroom looking type of shit. None of the girls they had this shit in mushroom wrap. She had a hair like that. She had a long level on. Mikey just met her, yo. When I tell you he just met her, he in the club kissing her and talking to her, taking pictures with her. Mikey was a romantic dude, no Diddy, man. My brother used to pull him. So Kwame coming in. Kwame coming in with the polka dot dudes that he be with. Mikey snapped on Kwame. He was in this area by himself, just chilling. Kwame coming in, people want to come in there because it was like an upscale temple party. Tony, feels good. That type of environment, right? And that song was popping. You know, that's Tony, his music was that shit. What's up, Trey? Top of the morning, fam. So look, so just imagine, right? So Kwame coming there. So now everybody want their autograph, everybody want their picture taken. Mikey snapped on Kwame. Mikey had Kwame so fucking scared. Mikey said, man, fuck Kwame. The fuck out of you, nut ass nigga. Cause we had this whole room by ourselves. We had the cameraman, we was taking all these pictures just chilling. You know what I mean? Might cuss Kwame out. But I did talk to Kwame a few years back when I brought Chell Rock to Philly. He came to Louis Chu's and Showtime put him on the phone before he performed. It's crazy. He put him on the phone before he performed this. But he put him on the phone with me before he performed. Yeah. We brought Method Man. We brought Sheep Luke. We brought The Locks. We brought all of them here. Jada Kiss. Y'all know that. Y'all seen my old channel when I had the footage and all that, man. A lot of that shit is on my Facebook channel, my Instagram channel, and my TikTok channel. So all my old videos and all that is on my other apps. But Mikey snapped on Kwame. Mikey was mad as shit at Kwame for doing that shit to him. But after that, you know, we got right to business though. He wound up getting locked up. I got locked up. You know, and I think that if my brother would have never, if me and my brother would have been like never went to jail and was still out here, or went to jail and came home, we'd have took over Philadelphia. Like literally, we'd have been the next mafia. It would have been on, I swear to God, it would have been no lie, because I know how my brother was thinking, even though we was in the the JVM, but my brother was so serious about that shit, man. See, me, I was already getting money and doing my little ones and twos, so I was already mafia. It was already in me. But Mikey really wanted that title. He wanted everybody to know that he was, as far as like, they ain't want nobody to know it at first, but he wanted the higher position. And the thing is, if Mikey would have had the position that he was looking for, the JVM would have been in a different and better direction. Let me tell you why. Because when Ponch and them went to jail for Jim and them, that homicide, they having high rollers with JBM, and when Ponch and them took JBM to war, when I was up there that night, right after I left, it happened. But that was the end. We snatched Moochie and them up, and then for that, Buttons, I don't know, Buttons had one somewhere, I think, but it just was the end of it. So when that shit happened to Jim and them, and S1 and all of them went to jail, and then Ponch and them went to jail, because the reason why I said that, because Mikey and Ponch was like brothers. So Ponch and my twin brother link up, have a sit down, just them two, about JBM and his organization and all that, man. This shit would have been something else, man. The only thing that hindered me and my twin brother from really being like the head of that shit, the Black Mafia or the JBM, is the fact that we was young. We was 7 years old when the Black Mafia was really doing their thing, a little younger than that. And we was 16 years old in the JVM. But if we would have been like 27, well, not even that, we could say 18, 19, I could say 22. And me and my twin brother would have been like 23 years old, 22 years old, or 27 years old in the Black Mafia or the JVM. You best believe we'd have been even second command in that shit. We'd have been stepped up and became the boss. All because the power we possessed of knowing everybody. Everybody didn't like each other. Everybody didn't know each other. They probably knew of each other. But everybody liked it and had respect for it and had love for me and my twin brother. So if everybody would do business with us and fuck with us like that, then just imagine how much power that is in your city. Whereas though, if I had like all the bricks, all the pounds of weed and all the dope, whatever, and I say, okay, I got everything. Everybody I know can grab off me. That's more than control. You know? But at the time, I wasn't thinking like that. I wasn't thinking of being no drug dealer, none of that. I was into just taking their shit. Because I didn't want to be a drug dealer, because I knew that what it was doing to people. You know, when you have a conscious way of looking at things and your subconscious mind really tap into your conscious mind and you look at the morals of everything. Now first, say if you just get money and then you find out what you're doing is wrong. Okay, now you say, okay, now I'm obligated. Now my obligations. Okay, now I could just say, I'm gonna make this much money, then I'm gonna leave it alone, I'm gonna do something else. But if you continue to sell drugs and all that, and it might be a good thing for you. It might be how you survive it. And you might be thinking it's thorough to do. But once you realize what it's doing to people, when they get of age and they older, they old and they still smoking crack, whatever, and they pass out, have a heart attack and all that, and next thing you know, you're part of the problem, or you might been not even, it might not have came from you, but some of the shit you gave her, or gave him or her, was the reason why this person finally had that heart attack. You might not even know it. And a lot of people don't even know it, you know what I mean? But me, I don't mind getting no money. But it's the kind of money that I'm going to get. Like, I can still make millions of dollars or billions of dollars doing other shit than sell drugs. I didn't did it all. I didn't made money selling water ice, pretzels, hot sausages, hot dogs, fried Oreos, funnel cakes, the whole shebang, ice cream. I didn't done it before. And I had the traffic coming like this. I had the traffic coming so much, the neighborhood thought I was selling drugs. Thought I was trying to tickle their neighborhood. Like, no, it's real, because everybody that, well, the niggas that, well, the boys that ran the neighborhood, they knew me. And knew I got money, so that's what they probably thought. But no, I ain't coming over to take over your neighborhood. Then I come in, no bullshit. When I enter neighborhoods, some people get a little intimidated because they think I'm going to come down there and put a package down there. And when you put a package somewhere, and motherfucker like, damn, didn't put the package. And I'm not saying I'm a bully or anything. I'm just saying, like, people think like that. Like, damn, they're going to come down here and fuck everything up for me. But no, I'm done with that because I found an easier way, a better way. You know? If you can find a way to stack up and save $5,000 to $6,000 in 4 to 3 months, and you can do it every time, and with that money you can buy or put down payment on just about anything, you'll do it. And I found a way. I found somebody that's selling a house, you know what I mean, that ain't that far from my mother's house. And I know the person. And I would give him like $6,000 to $7,000 down. Can I get this crib? I know what you want for it. I know the house probably $300,000 or $200,000 house. I'd grab that, give him something down, and then pay him probably $500 a month. What I mean, at least he know he get $1,000, whatever, and till I own it. Yeah, you know, in the car, all I need is one piece of paper, my ID, and something else, and I can get the car for life. Damn, 1,000 miles on this car, 2025 LS 600 Lexus truck, all white interior. Why not grab that thing? You understand me? I gotta pay for the insurance up front. I gotta pay to be on the show floor. Damn. You gotta pay to be on the show floor. So I'm gonna go up there, you know what I mean, with a punk ass show floor money. And of course I'm at a show floor money and insurance money. And of course if they need anything else, I don't think I'm gonna need no more money, but probably in the next payment gonna be paid for, because I'm gonna make it where so they can just take it right out of my account. Like, y'all can take that right out of my account every month. Cause that way, I'd rather do it that way. Cause outright buying something, it'd be a boring, you know, I'd rather just do it that way. Let the money come in, let that pay that. Let this pay the house. Anything, be everything in the house be left to the kids. Flip the car. You know what I mean? Like, you know how y'all do it, flip the jaw and, you know what I mean, insurance on the thing, next year the new will and all that. I had to have it for like a goddamn year to 6 months, get damn you. You know how that thing goes. You know what I mean? Far as, you know what I mean, living life. Allegedly. That's what they say. That's what they say happens. So I gotta figure it out, man. So when you can use your credentials to make things happen, all you gotta do is think it's gonna happen for you. Now when y'all see this happen, they're gonna say, Hockey Raw did it, man. Hockey Raw pulled it off the lot. Hockey Raw got the magazine done. Hockey Raw got the new crib. All from using this. And once I do this right, first thing is the car. Once I do this right, I'm really buying myself a plaque. I'm gonna go to that store to sell trophies and plaques, and I'm gonna buy myself a plaque. And that plaque gonna say, a real Philly Trenches, Hakeem Bryant. Because I'm a genius, man, if I can pull this off, man. What? Y'all think I'm lying? I ain't gotta lie about that. The lady name, I ain't lying. I got a 1030 point. I'm gonna show y'all the paper. I just had it in my, hold up. Let's see if I got it. Hold up. Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna show y'all something. Watch this, y'all. Hold up. And I ain't saying this because I was saying it, but I had the piece of paper. I had it written down. It might be in my wallet, though. I might look at my wallet and see if it's in my wallet. I gotta get a haircut, too. I like woofing, though. I think it's in my wallet, y'all. Hopefully it's in my wallet. Oh, it's in my wallet. I wasn't lying to y'all. Look. Lancaster Ave, 10:30 a.m., April 30th, 2025. Selena, April 30th, 2020. Look. I ain't sure the address. I'm just sure the date and everything. I mean, the address don't kill me because I might get a foot in. April 3rd, 25. Selena. Yeah. The dealership. The address. Yep. You want me to test drive you first? All black. I mean all white seats and everything. Only got 1,000 miles on it. So, I mean, somebody must have had that bitch went from A to B. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I put some miles on the car before. Y'all might think I'm lying, man. I think I put 20,000 miles in 1 month. It was something like that. They like, you know, at the 30 days, you gotta get take it back to the car to get it. I mean, to the where you bought it from, get it serviced, right? So the guy was like, he read the speed thermometer, he read the miles on it. He was like, "Where the fuck you go to California?" I just was riding around everywhere, driving that black Lexus, man. What? See, in Philly, man, in the 90s, 2000s, and all that. When you got a new car or something, you ride around that motherfucker, man. Like this summer, all white. I gotta show you how it look, though. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all see it. Hope I don't get talked down and getting something else, man. White 20. White 2025 Lexus LX600 white Terrier seats. This the car right here, y'all. I mean, I ain't got a lot of that, but this is right here. This is how it's gonna look inside with the seats. And this is the Lexus right here. This joint right here. And it's a pretty motherfucker though. All white. I ain't gonna lie to you, I like this grill on this one though. It's the grill for me though. That thing look crazy, don't it? You like you gotta back up when you walk by that motherfucker. Like, so that's what I'm doing, y'all. Like, all I need is my driver's license, which I have. I gotta show you how I look at my driver's license. A lot of you niggas ugly as shit on your driver's license, but this one had a lot of weight on me. I lost weight though. I could tell I was a big nigga though. I was a big boy. You niggas, small niggas, gonna get your shit taken. Look how big Hockey Road is, man. See me? And the one I have before that is the one I have for that one, I look the same, but of course I'm going to get that new ID, that passport look on, but I got my driver's license, and I can see what it say, DL, yeah, I got a driver's license. A lot of people don't got no driver's license. Yeah, a real one. I'm about to use this to my advantage, because I'm about to get this motherfucking 30 on the 30th. The reason why I made the appointment for the 30th to get the car, because I want to make sure that everything is right as far as I got enough money ready to do, because I could have did it Friday, which is the 25th, but I'd rather wait to that Wednesday that's coming up, following that, because I'll have more money. When you got more money, I got different options. You know, I might want to get my doors bulletproof. Yeah, bulletproof doors, bulletproof windows. I ain't looking for trouble. I don't duck no smoke if it's right there. I ain't doing all that. Oh man, please hide. No. Violators on troublemaker, man, but I ain't no disrespecting you, man. I don't look for trouble, you know what I mean? And that car right there is one of the cars that can get a lot of attention. Yeah. So niggas, oh, how you get that? I told y'all first, I said, got that, and that. I told y'all, I swear I wrote it down. I swear to God, they said if you write something down, you gotta make it come to life, man. I swear to God, I'm not lying to y'all, man. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I have a little doubt at, sometimes I have a little doubt. But I'm gonna let y'all see what it say. I'm gonna read it to y'all, so y'all won't think I'm bullshitting y'all. If you write shit down, it'll happen for you in your life. Look. Philly Trench CEO Hockey Raw. I will get $5,000 before the month is out for my car and my Philly Trenches magazine. I will get $5,000 in 30 days or sooner for my car and my Philly Trenches magazine. April 8th, 2025, I said this, I wrote it down Tuesday. It will take 90 days, 3 months to get the money I'm gonna need for a car, get all Philly Trenches magazine published, edit, and find a house or condo, right? I wrote this March 6, 2025, right? And the reason why I showed that to y'all because I write down things that's about to happen. And when you write down things and you read it over and over, you keep that in your mind and you talk it into existence. So I wrote that down a few days ago. I said, I'm going to come up with it. All I do is get some rest and think. I got some rest and I start thinking. I said, hold up, let me make some phone calls. Made the phone calls, that's what happened. All you need is your ID, your proof of this, that, and just come down with that. You sure? I couldn't find the paper, so I got to go down and get the paper. I mean, you know, you got to show proof of income and go get the paperwork that you need from, what you need it from, and I get the car. You just take the money out of my account. Same way with the condo or the crib. You know what I mean? The crib might be, I might do the crib thing because I know the person. I could just, I ain't got to go through no bullshit. Put a screen door in the back. Put a patio back there. Oh my, listen, let me tell you something, man. That's what I'm going to do. So, that's what I'm going to do, yeah. And then the magazine, see, the car is political. It's just like, you know, when somebody campaigning for office and they ride around with their car with the bullhorns and promoting themselves with their face on it, that's what the car is for. The car is the Philly Trenches mobile. It solidifies and it represents the trenches, like motherfuckers that get real money. Motherfuckers that touched some money before, had some money, had a name in the trenches. That's what the car symbolizes. So when motherfuckers see my video and hear me talk, and they see me in the car, and they see the car, they can be like, okay, I can watch this nigga. There's some truth to that. I mean, so, because, I mean, even though I ain't really gotta go that far because my city know me, but people that ain't in my city, they don't know. I mean, they can assume, but I know a lot of people that's YouTubers that ain't from Philly, that know people from Philly, got in touch with. And was like, yo, that boy Philly Trenches, is he who he say he is? What's up with him? Then when they get the information that I am who I say I am, they can't say, oh, he ain't that. Such and say he ain't none of that. Yeah, never gonna hear that about me. You hear them birds chirping? We blowing the sun up, y'all. And the suburb birds. You mean, you never hear that many birds in the ghetto, huh? You might hear the cat, the dog bark, but you ain't gonna hear no birds like that. Trees, man. It's crows. Crows, man, a fucking crow. Go outside, be a crow, like no bullshit. On my mind, probably be a crow just walk. Big ass squirrels and all type of fucking vultures and everything. But you know, book with me, man. Proud of myself, man, because I come a long way in life, man. This reminds me of Einstein, man. This is my Einstein shit. My brainstorming right down the book. That's how Einstein and right. Tesla and them. This is how we write, y'all. This is how we write, look. Look how we write. Can't do this. You gotta have a high IQ to do it though, and that's like move these things around. I don't think it's in here though. Yeah though, man. I'm glad y'all can be. Hold up, what's going on? My fault, y'all. It switched around, but I'm glad y'all been on here with me this morning, man. Philly Trenches was on here for a couple of hours because, you know what I mean, I got on a little late. You know, I ain't seen me in a couple of days because, you know, you ain't, well, since what, Easter, I was on here Sunday, and then I took 2 days off to chill. Then the Pope passed away. Pope Francis, he passed away You understand me? A lot been going on in the world, man. And you believe this too, y'all. Every day, like you be have a good day. I always have good days, right? But I always have some bad days too. But my good days, it's like I can make them go fast. Like a lot of my days go fast. On the internet, if I'm on the internet, my days go by fast. If I'm not on the internet, my days go by so slow. Time is slow. What's it called? Super slow. So a lot of people out here ain't got no motion. They ain't on the internet. They fucked up. I mean, and I'm talking about even the people that just on the internet, to be on the internet, they cool. Because a lot of time go by when they on the internet. Like, if I'm somewhere and I'm in my phone, I'm watching something, I see how people be watching me, but time be going by. But when you're not on the internet, time go by slow as shit. Because you're not doing anything. And I know time gonna fly when I start driving. I don't really like to drive. I just don't like to drive. But I'm forced to. I gotta do a lot of shit. I gotta get Philly trenches off the ground. I really have to really like step it up and get the merchandise and all that. Cause I've really been pussyfoot. I've really been like dragging my foot. I ain't really been taking off like I want to, but I'm about to because now everybody know me. Like far as being on the internet, like man, it's hot. Philly trenches, they're hot right there. What's up, hot? So now I be riding around that big boy Lexus. You know what I mean? Politicking with people from all over the cities that I know and finagling on my ones and twos, making things, you know what I mean, what it is, and probably little short little movies, videos, whatever, and putting out all the content written down. I can really do things now. I can team up with my homies that's trying to team up with me. You know, people understand, man. It's like, the thing is this, right? When people got money, the thing is, they don't want to fuck it up. They don't want to lose it. They want to invest it. They want that money to work for them. You know, and that's why I come in there. I can turn your idea into something else. I mean, it's a lot you can do if you got ideas, man. A lot of people don't got no ideas. I can turn that into something real fast, man, like instantly. You know? I'm hell of a think. I'm grateful. I remember I didn't. Everything I have now, I'm humble because I prayed for everything that I have right now. Everything that I have right now, I actually prayed God for it. And He got it for me. Asked God to put me in good health, keep me good, healthy. I told Him to give me like good energy and good spirit and don't think negative too much. It's like to really be all right. God bless me, man, with patience, the ability to think, the ability to get on my feet and didn't nobody believe in me, or when people talked about me and looked down on me, and I just, next thing you know, I'm back like I never left, you know, and I did this my way. Ain't nobody helped me. Ain't nobody buy this Adidas hat. Ain't nobody buy this True Disney hoodie. I mean, I did this from the muscle, man. I'm proud of myself, man. You hear the birds chirping, man, that's good shit right there. When you free, you hear that, man, you go to the store, buy anything you want. You know what I mean? You can go on the bank, you know, you can go on the ATM machine and withdraw money anytime you want. I feel good, man. My age and everything. Don't you know at 55 is when, what's the name start? Yeah. Senior citizens started, they say some certain benefits started at 55 years old. 3 more years, I'm like, oh, and I'm still young. 50s, I'm the new, listen, the 50s is the new 30s, man. The 50s is the new 30s. Yeah. So when I'm 55, I'm like I'm 35. Like I'm 25. Physique, I ain't got that gut on me no more. Look, y'all. That gut gone. I'm back. I'm back. All I needed was this off me. That's all. It's over. It's over. They in trouble this summer. They in trouble. I swear to God, they in trouble, man. If I was into making more babies, y'all all be in trouble. So I'd make 20 more fucking Hakeem and Mikey's. You know, but I'm loyal. to my woman, man, because I could have like 20 more kids if I wanted to, man. I want some real shit, you know? I'm not bragging, none of that shit, man. I'm a loyal dude, man, you know? But if I was in the saying, fuck it, I want to have 20 new baby moms and 20 more babies, and my whole fucking life would start back over. That'd keep me young for real. And I could take care of them. Yeah, because I just had baby by females that got their own shit, like really their own shit. They'd be happy to have a baby by somebody handsome and intelligent. No diddy. He's handsome. And he's athletic. And he's a leader. His eyes change colors. Yeah, they would. Who wouldn't want it? You know, my genetic makeup. When they can clone people. They clone insects and bring back wolves that was, white wolves that was, I guess they said wasn't here no more. All they gotta do is find some blood samples of it, some particles. They could bring back any animal. You know, just imagine they bring back 20 more of me and my brother. Y'all be in trouble in the world. Me and Mike can have all of them, all the women. I know us. Because we had them when we was young boys, man. Get us. We ain't had to be rappers or entertainers, none of that. We was just raw, young niggas, man. That's why when you get on the internet, you run across motherfuckers like me, like, damn, I ain't know he exists. Remember I was locked up, right? It was this boy from Baltimore, DC, Baltimore, Maryland. And they was so scared of this. Matter of fact, he was so rich that when they buried him, he was in a gold casket, a real gold casket. Heavy gold, too. Boy was getting a lot of money in the dope game. It was this one boy in the dope game, they was so scared of this boy. The reason why they were scared of him, because he loved his family to death and would kill anybody for his family. And ain't nobody down south ever seen nobody kill their own family member before. And they was like, damn, if he killed his own family, he'd kill anybody. So they were scared of him because of that. And not only that, they had their own language. They wasn't talking like we talking the English language or the Spanish language. They made up their own fucking lingo, their own language. So they would talk to each other. Like Pig Latin, they had their own language, man. And the only reason why this boy got locked up in court was everybody was scared of this boy. They were so scared of him that they were scared to testify against him. So they locked this one boy up on a humble. He got locked up for something. And that's how they talk down D.C. He got locked up on a humble. So you get locked up on a humble. You understand me? You get all shook about some time you about to get. So you say, the police say, listen, you about to go get a lot of time. They're going to rape you. They're going to take you out of here when you go up top. You're going to be a sissy and all that. Scared the ball up. So they scared him up so he can tell on the boy that killed his cousin. Everybody was scared of this boy. So the police wanted to know how everybody's scared. Like, why is everybody scared of him? And can y'all break this code? So when the police asked him what would they, because they get on the phone and start talking this crazy shit. Chujaba, abaga, naka, naka, chaka, baka, aka, chaka, maka. Erky, churky, berky, murky, erky. Over the hill, 2 turkey, berky burgers. They say some shit like that, but it might mean kill that boy, the witness, is 2 doors away from his Nene house. Some shit like that. And this boy will break down word for word, syllable and everything, what this mean, what that mean. And when they broke that down, right, and decoded all that shit and got it from the homicides, when they locked this boy up and put him in ADX, they put him in the feds, I think. When they locked this boy up, they put him in a cell where though he can't get no mail, he can't get no magazines, can't even use the phone, I don't think. Because he's so much of a threat to America security system that they only want him around because he had so many people scared of him. Then he had listen, this boy invented his own language and taught it to his friends. Yeah, that shit crazy. Got that DOD situation, man. I gotta get the Lexus because I thought about the Benz, the big boy Benz. I thought about the big boy BMW. But I said, you know what, though? I had a Benz 190 when I was 18 and 91. Then I had the hard top 5.0 all black. They had a lot of rentals. Had a Cherokee Unlimited, the great smoked out $50,000 car. Had the Maxima, the Nissan Altima, push button joint 2014. Had a lot of rentals, a lot of cars. Y'all seen them. But the push button LX600. I thought about the Cad yesterday. I want no Cadillac. Even though the black man invented, I'm gonna show y'all something. I ain't even know that. Y'all know that the black man invented the Cadillac? I think I put it on Facebook. I want y'all to see this because I want people to know this history about people, man. A lot of people don't know that black people, both of my motherfucking Facebook, the one I'm on, right, my Facebook channel on here is at 2,700 now. This one's at 5,000. I'm about to show it to you right now. This one say 49. Look. This one say 49, right? This one other one. That one say 2,700. And this one say 4,900. But let me show y'all that see, I ain't put it up there, man. I'm about to say. I got Beanie Siegel Joe to see it in the air, Joe. Look at this shit. Look at Henry Leland, the founder of both Cadillac and Lincoln car brand. I ain't know he invented, a black man invented Cadillac and Lincoln. That's crazy. Y'all see how I just taught y'all this today? A black man invented the Cadillac and the Lincoln. I like that, man. I like teaching, you know what I mean? Because I didn't know that. But yeah, though, man, share the video, hit the like button. Hockey Raw, Philly Trenches is back, and it's, you understand me? Yeah, man, I just feel good. I gotta go down Center City today, man. Get this paperwork, man, so I can pull this big boy off the lot. $103,000. It says 100. It says on sale for $103,000, man. 103,000. I ain't gotta put 103,000 down. I ain't gotta put a lot down, but I can get the car. So we gonna see. We gonna see. My credit, I ain't worried about the credit because even though my credit ain't that bad or that good, I mean my credit should be cool. But the thing is this: the way I'm going about it is that the money that I can't, I can't touch my money. The way I got it, spread it all out. But the way they can touch it, they can just go right to their account. And I ain't got to send them anything. They can just, I might have to do it though. I pay for the insurance though. But as far as the car, they go right in my account and take it right out of the account. You're going to take that out. Take it, you man? I'd rather do it that way. That way when they settle down, I'm talking about that car. So, you know it ain't no rental. Because if it was a rental, it wouldn't be no, well, I think you can rent something like that if you're in California or something like that, or depends, because prom season coming. My oldest daughter graduating out of 8th grade. My other daughter graduating out of high school. My other daughter graduating out of nursing school. So I got 3 graduations coming up. And, and they going to be all escorted in that car. And I might, all depends. I might let somebody hold my car when they prom, and all depends how much they, putting down for that thing. I mean, it ain't, that's a damn house right there. I might let somebody, I don't know, I might charge a little stack, a little 500 to let them hold it for a couple hours. I might do that. I really might do that. It's like 10 people, make a quick 5,000 real fast. Let a couple people hold him, make a quick $5,000. That's how you make money off your car, off shit. You gotta know how to make money. Let me teach y'all something that y'all don't know. All right? I'm smelling this weed, that's why I smell my hands. Because it's weed I got right here. A car, right, considered a vehicle, when they suspend your license, right, they suspend your privilege of using a car to make money. That's why they suspend. But they don't suspend your privilege to drive. So you got to take your mother or somebody to the hospital. You can drive your car. You just can't use that vehicle to do business, to make business. And like, riding somebody around from A to B and they paying you. Or take somebody groceries to them and they paying you. Like Uber Eats. You know what I mean? So, a lot of people don't know that. That you're not breaking the law if they say you can't drive. If they suspend your driving privileges, they suspend your privilege of making money with your vehicle, but not just driving regularly. I know I just told y'all something. Thank you later. Well, I'm glad I was on here for 2 hours and a half. You know how he raw, do what he do, got what he got, get what he gonna do. Got a lot to do today. I feel good that I accomplished something in this month, April. I don't like Aprils and I don't like August because they 2 months that bad shit happening when I was young, and I realized 8 months is bad months because I went through some shit today. I went through some shit in April, you know, and at the end of April, I'm gonna get the car, so that's like closing out April, and I'm not making it up. I ain't gotta lie. I ain't gotta lie to y'all because I'm gonna go live when I do it. I'm gonna go live, like when I'm signing the paperwork and all that, when I'm about to pull off the line, I'm letting the person that's selling me the car say something and all that, letting them know this is the real deal, no rental. You know what I mean? When you got credentials and you can prove that you got money coming in and they can just take it out your account and you can jump in that vehicle, you know, I'm proud of myself, man. Pat myself on the shoulder because you know why? Because I came a long way on the internet as far as making content, talking to y'all, and accomplishing, writing all that material I wrote that's going to turn into magazine, books, and movies and all that, not rushing like these other guys doing, because at the end of the day, this is generational wealth for my grandkids and all of them. So what I'm doing now as far as that's for the future. What I'm doing now is taking care of my family now. They don't have to wait. I'm taking care of people now. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I ain't in a rush and all so running to get the magazine and all like that, because I'm already like secured financially. So when the magazine do get done, okay, now the magazine time. Got the car, I can move around, I can get the shirts made up, I can get the merchandise done correctly as far as the logo, how I want the logo. The logo gonna be the same. My logo gonna be the same size as the polo horse. This horse right here. So you know how the polo horse is right here? Just imagine the two beat up sneakers, colorful, with holes coming out of them. Now you see that little the comic book, and you see the word pow or boom or something like that. That's how the hole one is going to it's going to come out at you, but it's going to be like a little hole. You understand what I'm saying? Not that big though, but the logo going to be the same size as this logo on all the shirts. Sneaks on the wire, beat up joints, on the sweatsuits, on the hat, ooh, all on the socks. I'm gonna fuck them up because I already see the vision, man. Everybody in their trenches got the beat up sneakers on the wire. The best logo for the trenches is the sneaker on the wire. There's no better logo for any trench, for any neighborhood. That's why when the merch be flying off the shelves, like True Religions and Polo and all that, is because the word trench is going to sell. Trench World, Trench City, Trench Nation, Trench Wear, Philly trenches, New York trenches, LA trenches, Atlanta trenches, Chicago trenches. I mean, that's how it is. It's a trench thing. You a trench baby. It's some trench shit. You trenching me? Are you fucking trenching me? No Diddy. No Diddy till I know the word block. You trench out of your fucking mind. You trenching, believe me. Hold up. You trench, you say you fucking kidding me? You trench kid. Daddy said you fucking kidding me. You say you trench kidding me? You trench kidding me? Let me stop. Let me not. Let me hippity hop. Let me tell you how the boy named Hot. I was a young boy, wasn't scared to get off the step, get out in them trenches, get my beak wet. You know what I mean? Get out there, earn some checks, take your money, flex with it, with your jury on. That's what I was doing. In them juvenile joints, flexing, brodying, beating up niggas, escaping, never taking that from nobody like far as they personal belongings, they body, never was into that. It's only trying to get the fuck out. you know. But you got people that's into that, into the homosexuality and all that, and you know, that's what they into. A lot of them dudes in jail mess with the homos, come out here mess with these women, man. I be trying to pull these women coats on that shit, man. Y'all been thinking these niggas thorough, and they was out, they been in them jails mess with them ugliest fucking looking man you can see. Like the ugliest little motherfucker you see, like a monk, like a treasure trove. Motherfuckers was wifing in jail. Yeah, that's why when niggas talk that shit, I got, listen, man. I can embarrass niggas, man. Put them out there, man. From all over the city, man. They look bad, man. You know what I mean? There's no way in the world, motherfucker, it can give an excuse for that. I was in them camps. I never thought about no shit like that, man. I even thought about escaping or one of my females I was dealing with, man. But I ain't never thought about no shit like that, man. Motherfuckers crazy, man. Them type of people crazy, man. Them type of people you gotta watch, man. For real. You know? And I be trying to tell you, yo, that motherfucker right there mess with them boys. Watch that motherfucker, man. He might give you something. Stop being so y'all Joe. You know? Motherfuckers don't be knowing. Everything a motherfucker talk hip is cool, man. Is that, listen, if anybody talk too hip, two hips make an ass. Anybody talk too hip and all that, watch them. I'm going to tell you why. Because when somebody's talking like that, they're trying to get something out of you. Believe that. Because the average human being that already got, you know, like, they ain't going to do too much talk. They might talk, but they ain't going to be trying to really convince you and saying everything you want to hear. Like a lot of women, a guy can say some shit they want to hear, and they fall for it and keep saying and all that, and because she might be going through something crazy, right? And they could be with anybody. It could be with a family member, a loved one, and the person she going through something with really love her and everything. They're just going through something. And a stranger can come up and say some calm shit and make you turn on that other person. And you be sitting there mad as shit and knowing you made a mistake. I see a lot of shit go on all the time with men and women. You know, that's why I don't get in people relationships. That's why I don't tell people about minds no more. Because I know when you talk about your relationship to somebody and then the problem over, but you didn't told somebody about it, but it ain't no problem no more. So then you look crazy being with the person that you didn't talk about them or something like that. So it's like, there's no need. But you got people that really do that. You got people that really live off that too. Yeah, I want y'all to share the video, man. I dropped some jewels tonight, this morning, brother. I gotta go, I gotta make some phone calls. I gotta get down to this building early in the morning and get this paper printed out to prove my income and all this other shit so I can get this car. Yeah. Man, why wouldn't you get a house first and not the car? Because if I can get the car without really doing too much, and I can take probably beginning of June, to save up that type of money for this house, because everything else I'm doing with money is for my kids, my mom, and all that. It's like, because when you taking care of people, bills and all that, that's money every week. That ain't no, I can put this up and say, okay, I got this money, I can use this. No, I really help my family. And when you help your family, money don't stay the same. Bro, I got money coming in, but I also got money going out. So this is a good investment for me, because I'm going to make a lot of money off that car. What? Shit. See, the thing about my thing situation is, right, say if I do drive somebody around and just go somewhere and they pay me, right, just to say if that was to do that, then I own my car, though, like, and I'm getting paid off, you know, taking somebody somewhere instead of me just taking some, I mean, like a Uber Eats driver, he getting paid, but he ain't getting all of it. He get a portion of that ride money. You know what I mean? I'm seeing Uber Eats drivers and McDonald's. Like, damn, I wonder if they just do this by themselves. They could just get everybody information. If an Uber Eats driver was smart, I'm gonna give every Uber Eats driver a tip, and it's the best tip anybody can get you. Whatever area you got, and it's your city, whatever, get every person you drive information. Get their phone number, and get them your phone number. And tell them when they need a ride to text you and to cash app you the bread. That way, you have all your own customers. I mean, even though they send you customers and you might not need to ride all the time, but a lot of people use Uber every day to ride. Just imagine if you took that. Then you, instead of, say if you ride $30, you're not going to get $30. You're going to probably get 20. They're going to go, you might get 15. I don't know what you're going to get, but you ain't going to get that whole 30. But if you get the phone number, that's why it's doing it in the drug game. They used to come on the block and buy dope. I used to get their phone number and say, look, call me later on. I got something else for you. That's how I got my phone popping. You ain't got to come down. I know it's hot down. Come down later on. Call me. Call this number. Next thing you know, I'm eating like a motherfucker that way. And the same way you can do if you're an Uber driver. Get anybody's phone number. You got a nice car. Be one of them Uber driver to take you to the airport back and forth. Get people numbers that need an Uber ride every day. Have like 20 people, 10 to 20 people that you deal with every day. Regular people that are cash out that bread every day. Can you imagine that? 30 people calling you every day. And you got 2 days off, Saturday and Sunday, because they mean they the only 2 days you got off, but that's cool. But every day you got 20 people that need you. And that's anywhere from $15 to $30 a day. I'm talking about as far as each person. They spending $15 to $30 probably each, and they probably going both ways, so they probably $30 to $60 a person a day. So you figure, say half and half, 18, it'd be 1,800, right? Or you say we had all of them at $30, right? That's $600 a day. 20 people, $600 a day, easy. $600 a day, 30 days. I'm worth it in 30 days. What's that, 1,800? Imagine making 18, no, that's 30 days, 1,800. Easy, just off, you got somebody's phone number. All because you smart enough, and guess why they're going to always call you? Because they like your car, they like your attitude, your personality. Your personality gets you far in life. Believe it or not, it's your personality. My personality got me far in life. I'm a good person. I might seem like I'm mean on the internet, you're all aggressive, but I'm a real good dude. Man, everybody love me. Man, if I was an evil dude, a lot of people wouldn't like me. On the internet, I'm just grinding people up. It's a different. You gotta be like that. These motherfuckers up here, if you can't be soft on the internet will chew you up and spit you out. No diddy, they will fucking crush you on here. If you don't come up here on Tasmanian double-sided things. I came up here, motherfucker, I got up on here. I think it was Buddha's Gotti. No disrespect to Buddha's Gotti. Shout out to Buddha's Gotti. It was either him or somebody grind me the fuck up when I first got. I ain't know what the fuck happened. I said something, they made a comment. What the fuck you want? I'm like, yeah. And I got on this motherfucker. And once I got comfortable and relaxed, you gotta just feel comfortable at talking. You can't be afraid to say certain things. And believe in yourself. I tell kids all the time, whatever you do, never stop believing in yourself. See that strength in my hand? It's a tight fist. Damn. Money ball. See the money ball right here? Yeah, man, let me go, y'all. I gotta get ready to go. Man, what I'm gonna wear today, man? Should I throw these on? Should I wear this today, y'all? I don't know what I'm wearing. So I'm going to wear the True Religion shorts I got right now. I was thinking about wearing this and this, right? Now look. I was thinking about wearing the jacket, right? Yeah, man. Wear it, yeah, man. With a gray Nike shirt, with it all gray, the Nike shirt with the Nike sign going across. Throw these on, right? The drawstrings all crazy, right? Now, mind you, the jacket is sky blue and tan, right? So I'm thinking on my feet, on the sky blue side, instead of wearing a New Balance, I can pull off. Man, I was thinking about I'm gonna wear these with them. New Balance. Can't ever go wrong with the BMWs. I ain't gonna lie, if I got a BMW, I was gonna get a BMW sweatsuit. And then I gotta get a Lexus sweatsuit. and polo sweatsuits and all that. But you know, I'm gonna really fuck him up with the car. But I'm gonna wear these. He's the Eddie Jones, North Carolina joints. Eddie Jones taught Kobe Bryant his inside game. There's a videotape on it. Eddie Jones played for Temple. That's how I know Eddie Jones. They went to the I think the Elite Eight. They went in the March Madness. They went far, man. But when he played for the Lakers, Eddie Jones, I think he got a ring with the Lakers with Kobe, and I think he played for Milwaukee before. He was a good basketball player though, but these Jones right here, these are one of my favorite pair of sneakers though. You know, like when you got a lot of sneakers, you keep your favorite like 10 pair, favorite 5 pair around. That's what you want to wear. So my new summer gear, right, far as my footwear, I started off with a pair of Jordans. So now I'm really at to tighten up now, y'all, because you know, once I get that white Lex Bubba, I'm at the man. But you know, that ain't the show off car. That's just, I deserve that type of car, man. Like, it's 2025, been home for 20 years, and the car represent my accomplishment in the 20 years, man. And I'm doing it for the trenches, man. Because the trenches know that I love the trenches, man. And I'm glad I named the channel Philly Trenches. And now this is Trent City 215. And I got another one. I got Trent City. I got Trench World 215. Trent City 215 and Trench World 215. So Philly Trenches the real deal, man. I know y'all miss me. I know y'all like, damn, where Philly Trenches at, man. Y'all know they shadow ban my shit and all that, and they don't really push my content because they call me a bully, and motherfuckers be lying and hating on me because they're afraid that I'm next up to be the man on the internet because the way I freestyle, the way I grind motherfuckers up and all that. And it's cool though, because I'm gonna do it on my own. Everything that I'm about to do and about to buy is going to put me up there because they're like, this nigga got his own shit. And everybody like a motherfucker with his own shit. We black people, we like to see a motherfucker just, damn, he got that, they ain't doing that, yeah. Just like on Facebook when I was traveling with the 14 cities in 4 months. I couldn't stop fucking requesting to be my friend. All because I was traveling everywhere. So I know how I feel. I know how I feel for shit to stall, for shit to just do numbers. It's like in the drug game, shit gonna do the wild nutsy when it do the wild nutsy. But when it do the wild nutsy, oh my goodness. Y'all gonna be like, damn, Philly Trenches did call it. He said 2025 was his year. He says that year for everybody. He said that goddamn it gonna happen. He said when he come through, he gonna come through. Know what I'm gonna play? I gotta play my John, my Tupac. I gotta play Picture Me Rolling. I gotta play that though. But I'm gonna fuck him up though. I'm gonna get out and play that motherfucking, what's her name? I'm gonna play some crazy shit. I'm gonna fuck them up when I come through. I'm gonna have that shit doing, man. I always throw some throwback shit on when I fuck them up. They hold thoughts when I throw it on. What's her name? Shaka Khan. I'm gonna throw Shaka Khan on. Yo, that's how it was there through the wire. Shaka Khan through the wire. That's how Kanye West blew up. He sung that song Through the Wire. His freak ass. Heard he admitted to going down on his cousin, getting him a fellatio, a dude. All those little sissy motherfuckers made videos about it, though. They the ones you gotta watch out for. The first motherfucker that ran and talked to you about it. They the motherfuckers tell on themselves. I ain't making no video about no shit like that, man. You know, niggas is weirdos, man. Talk that content. The Philly trench ball, man. The trench ball. You know what I mean? Put that shit together, boy. Never wore Adidas. Mikey did. I never wore Adidas and Nike together. But Mike got the ankle Adidas socks on with the high top Gucci's on. See, Gucci is like that's a different type of, you know what I mean? But when you talking like gear sports, you can't wear Nike and Adidas together. That's diabolical. No. Nike with Nike, Adidas with Adidas, Puma with Puma. Now I cop like no, the jacket and all that's different with Nike with that because that's not a sport. You understand what I mean? Like you know what I mean Adidas just with Adidas, Nike just with a Nike. I'm just saying. That's how you gotta be. You know. I gotta go, y'all. Been almost on here for 3 hours kicking the. I might. You mean 5 more minutes be 3 hours, right? But they gonna say, damn, Hockey Roll's on it for 255, kicking it, killing it. Hockey Roll, they feeling it. You know what I mean? Or make me a cup of coffee or buy me a cup. Make a cup, buy a cup, big, large cup. Wake up, you understand me? Go down there, get this paperwork, you know what I mean? I might do it today. Ooh, but I got no more week. Fucking wait. Well, I go grab that shit right now. Fuck y'all niggas' heads up, but I'm gonna wait till I get this other bread. Go down there, cash them out. Try to figure what kind of insurance, you know, as far as how they want to charge me on insurance. You know, it's a big boy vehicle, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go live in it a lot, you know what I mean? As soon as I get I'm gonna go live. Let y'all see the inside of their face so y'all can talk. The whole Philly gonna talk. I got the big Lex Bubba. I pulled the elbow off the lock. They call it the elbow, the El Boogie. You know what I mean? The boomerang, the goddamn it, you understand me? The arm, you know what I mean? The bow, the nub. Goddamn. I'm gonna call it something though. You know what I mean? God damn, I'm gonna be playing 80s shit, man. All 1980, 1981, 82 shit. I know all them songs. Yeah, I mean, y'all ain't come up with that black and white music like that. Y'all don't know about Duran Duran. Love is a battlefield. Walk like a chameleon. My John was song. I ain't gonna tell all my secrets, man. Everyone know all my motherfucking secrets, cool, man. What make Hockey Roll tick? How he's so thorough. Where you get the energy from? Like I ain't gonna lie, my energy will come out of nowhere. It'll just come like it'll come from here. And I can feel it from here. You can't fuck with me, man. And the thing is, right? The Lex Bubba is making a statement because everybody in the feds gonna be talking about it. Hockey just pulled the big boy off the line. They're gonna be talking about this all through the jails. Twin in the jail. Watch my words, man. Everybody in the world gonna be calling me. Baby mom's gonna be knocking on the door. You know what I mean? Like this. Where my jack at? What are you doing? I mean, holding something and all that. Daughters and cousins and you know what I mean? Place going on back. The hood gonna be scared. They gonna think I'm taking over. I'm about to take over. I can turn to Frank White anytime, man. I turn to Frank White. Get all my homies from all over the city, resurrect them, talk to them, let them know they're a king, let them know this is your neighborhood, this is you, this is supposed to be you, man. Everybody in jail was scared of you. Everybody was walking behind you from West Philly. Everybody was representing and fighting in the yard with you from South. Come on, nigga, I know what you said. Yeah, ain't nothing changed. The mafia don't stop being a mafia because they got gray in their face. Gonna think, and damn, and they gonna see, they gonna damn, they gonna. All it takes is a motherfucker like me with the will to say, let's go, let's get this one. Nigga wake up and be like, damn, there's always, no matter who you is, you still got that craft. Just imagine that. Black Mafia in Philadelphia. Just imagine another Black Mafia. Tall, standing, strong. Black Wall Streets and all that. Imagine the Black Wall Streets, black businesses, 40 blocks long, with everybody doing business with each other. We got schools, library, hospital, movie theaters, bus stations, train stations, everything. Restaurants, doctor's office, everything, sports, everything in this 40 block radius for black people. In every city. Welcome black. That's what they're gonna say, welcome black. They're gonna say welcome back. They're saying welcome black. Welcome black, welcome black, welcome black. Welcome black. Welcome black, welcome black, welcome black. Welcome black. Welcome black, welcome. I'm trying to tell you, man, I can turn that shit into a song, man. I can wake everybody up into my energy waves, though. They not only singing it, they living it. Because the song might be sung, but the way it's sung is going to make you dance in a way that you're doing something. And the thing that you're doing is making money surviving just by singing that song. You imagine that? That's a challenge. Anybody do the challenge, the TikTok challenge, somebody challenge, do the welcome black challenge. Welcome black. Welcome black, welcome black, welcome black. What a faster pace, something like that. They doing something to get money. They going to the ATM machine or something. We're going to do that. I feel it for us, man. I think, and they know they can't hold us back too long. We the only ones don't see it. They wait for black people to say Black Wall Streets everywhere. Once that happens, y'all will see everything change. Reality and everything. You know? Got the true religion wallet, man. I got the true religion wallet. I gotta put some true religion money in there. You don't know I got money. You don't know how he roll got the paper, man. I mean, survive. You can tell the motherfucker. I'm getting this thing off my face too, though. I'm gonna take it off. I think I gotta start get the thing taken off and go to the hospital with the laser take it off because my mom like, what's that on your face, brother? I don't fucking know. For me being in the, I got this. Me being in my basement, not getting no air, just making content with glasses on. And then all that oil, all that heat from the glasses and all. I think that's what happened. I have no idea I sacrificed a lot making Philly Trenches, man. Like I really sacrificed a lot. Almost lost my relationship. Yeah, I got caught up in a lot. But the thing is, I knew everything that I have right now was going to happen. I knew I was going to be financially secure. It's just that when people don't see your dream and your ambition, they can't see it, man. Everybody going to see your dream. When that motherfucker crack and it show itself, everybody going to want to be there. They don't never want to be a part of the struggle, but they want to be a part of the celebration. It's cool though, because the struggle, it ain't never no struggle. The struggle over. The struggle was me being on here lit, like my channel lit. Everybody watch me. That was on my road to reaching my goal when I was making the videos. That's your success. When everybody was like, damn, Philly Trenches, when everybody was just talking that, damn, I'm watching Philly Trenches, that's when I was successful. Not the money. It was when everybody was paying me attention. The money already there, man. The money been there. The car been there. It's just that I didn't know how to operate my intelligence to get it. You get anything you want without having anything. You just got to use your intelligence. Use what you got. Use your problems, use your problems and turn them into opportunities. Turn these opportunities into your realities that's going to shape your world. Because that's all I did was turn this into opportunity. What the benefits I got? Oh my God, Riff. Shit. You gonna see. Shit, you like, he really got that joke. Now she's wearing a nice car. I'm like, damn, the whole time you get the same car. You know, so now they be saying that now to me. I'm at the light at the gas station. Damn, that's a whole catcher for real. I have to fight them off me, man. Come on, baby girl. I'm married. I got a one. They ain't trying to hear that shit. Women out here don't care if you married. They do not give a fuck about that. You know? Everybody give a fuck about the monkeypox and all that dumb shit that's out here. I'm not trying to catch nothing because a woman don't know how to think. You know? Cool. I gotta go, y'all. Share the video, man. It's Philly Trenches CEO Hockey Raw, man. This hot dog stand. Taking all these suckers out.